all, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Katie Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Katie Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
O-R-I-O-L-E-S. Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic. There is nothing magic.
Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be playing the first of a 4-game series here at the most just horrific, ugly, nasty-looking excuse for a ballpark, Tropicana Field, folks, taking on the Tampa Bay Rays in St. Petersburg, Florida. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short. That'll work for me. Folks, apologies for this green screen. Apparently, this field is so miserable, I can't even get this green screen to look appropriate. Does that help? No. There's a clear box that, for whatever reason, I don't know, folks. Whoa, look out. Yeah, so apologies. Oh, and there was a mic issue as well? Oh, God. Really? This was an issue before. Okay, stand by. Oh, boy. I wanted USB. Let's try this one. Okay, check, check, check. I'm checking my voice. Check, check. Let's try this one. Okay, check, check, check. I'm checking my voice. Check, check. Let's try this one. No good either. Oh, God. Okay, check, check, check. I'm checking my voice. Check, check. Let's try this one. No good either. Oh, God. Okay, check, check, check. I'm checking my... Quiet. Wow. What a difference a day off makes, folks. Microphone wasn't showing up at all. I thought I'd switched it correctly. All right. Try this one. Check, check, check. I'm checking again. Check, check. Check, check, check. I'm checking again. Check, check. Okay, now we're good. All right, we have a working microphone. We have a crappy green screen. Folks, is your disbelief suspended? I hope so. All right, we have a 4-game series against the first place and red-hot Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa has won 8 in a row. They come into tonight 28 games over 500. 28 over.
74-46. And we got to play them 4 times in their yard. Oh, boy. Well, I hardly ever mention this, but the ESPN page, when you look at the game day information, they'll give you a matchup predictor. This team has this percentage chance to win. This team has this percentage chance to win. It's just one of those things to help people bet, I guess. But I am going to mention it tonight. The Orioles are favored to win this game. And I think it has strictly to do with the pitching matchup. The Rays are going with left-hander Steven Matz, who is not really a starter. He's gone 62 2/3 innings on the season. It looks like he's going to be used as one of those start a game, maybe pitch 1 to 2 innings, and then bring in a longer guy after that, but start with a lefty. I guess in anticipation that the Orioles struggle more against lefties, and they want to get through that lineup once. The Orioles have definitely made a counter move. Oh, did they make a counter move? We'll get to it in a minute. But Matz has a record of 5-4. He's got a 5.46 ERA, a whip of 1.23. That's in 62 2/3 innings. He's given up 57 hits, striking out 48, walking 20. 12 home runs in 62 2/3. That's a lot. That is about 1 every 5 innings. Kyle Bradish will be on the mound for us. A record of 7-11, a 3.69 ERA, a whip of 1.34. He's up to 127 innings on the season, having given up 116 hits, striking out 121, walking 54. And despite pitching more than double the innings of Matz, Bradish has only given up 1 additional home run, 13 to Matz's 12. All right, folks, so you ready for this? BW mint your audio. We're good with the audio now, right? Your idiot is coming in tinny. I thought we'd fixed it now. Are we not good now? I know it started bad, but we're good now, right? 13 to Matz's 12. Yeah, I sound fine. All right, folks, so you ready for this? BW mint your audio. We're good with the audio now, right? Sounds fine to me. Okay, folks, leading off for your Baltimore Orioles tonight. And I repeat, leading off for the Orioles.
A polar bear stirs.
Pete Alonso will bat leadoff. For the first time as an Oriole, for the first time as a major leaguer, for the first time in his professional career, and for the first time in his life. Going all the way back down to Pee Wee League baseball, Pete Alonso has confirmed that he has never batted leadoff in his life. Well, it starts tonight. Oh, did I say Bradish? I'm sorry. You're right. Chris Bassitt is on the mound. You're absolutely right. I changed the thumbnail. I changed the description on the event to reflect Bassitt. But gosh darn it, I bit when I brought up the ESPN page. They still have Kyle Bradish listed. So, folks, my apologies. Chris Bassitt has been reinstated, I guess, a better word, off the disabled list. He is starting tonight. And that'll push the rest of these starters up a day, I assume, which means I'm going to have to fix 4 different events and thumbnails that were all set up yesterday on the off day. But yes, Bassitt is on the mound, folks, not Kyle Bradish. What are Chris Bassitt's numbers? I don't have them in front of me. And let me first get through these lineups, and then I'll go back and try to find you the Bassitt stuff. But yes, it's Chris Bassitt once again against Steven Matz for the Rays. Whoa. My goodness. All right. Is that Brian Roberts? Who is that on the right on this Orioles 2-man team Is that B-Rob? Somebody trapped Brian Roberts in a tanning bed for 3 days. My goodness. Brian Roberts looks like he just was found after 8 years on a deserted island. Folks, all right, here's the Orioles lineup. Pete Alonso is batting leadoff and at first base. Jackson Holliday will bat second and play second. Kobe Mayo is your number 3 batter and DHing. Tyler O'Neill will be in right field batting cleanup. Gunnar Henderson has been moved down in the batting order. It only took 121 games, 75% of the season. And the Orioles have finally said, okay, we'll see what happens if we move Gunnar down out of the top 3 spots in the lineup. They've started tonight. And I think we're all happy to see it finally. But really, the only way for this to work was to make Alonso hit leadoff? Folks, I don't know. Gunnar's going to play shortstop. He's batting 5th. Christian Encarnacion Strand will hit 6th. He's at third base. Leody Taveras batting 7th in left field. Colton Cowser will play center field and bat 8th. And then Carlos Narvaez, your catcher and number 9 batter. I guess Joel Pozo is off the day-to-day and is available. I don't see him on the injury report. The Orioles never made a move to replace him. So after taking that foul or that bat off of his hand on that backswing by Josh Bell a couple of days ago, I guess Pozo's available. All right, the lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays has Yandy Diaz, the veteran infielder. He's DHing and leading off. Jonathan Aranda at first base bats second. Chandler Simpson will hit third and play left field. Junior Caminero at third base and the cleanup hitter. Liam Hicks does the catching. He bats 5th. Victor Mesa Jr. in right field hitting 6th. Old friend Cedric Mullins will bat 7th in center field. Richie Palacios will play second base and bat 8th. And then switch hitting shortstop Taylor Walls is hitting 9th. Folks, here's a fun fact. Remember the 2023 Orioles, the team that won 101 ball games? In this matchup tonight, the Rays have more players from the 2023 Orioles than we do. I repeat, the Rays playing tonight's game have more 2023 101 game winning Orioles on their team than we have on ours. They got us by a score of 5-4 in that department. Who are the 5? Well, you got Tyler Wells. You got Brian Baker. You got Ced Mullins. You got Jorge Mateo, who just now was picked up off of waivers from the Braves. And I'm missing one other name. I'm missing a name. I'm trying to find the original tweet here. But so far, not so good. Oh, here we go. Oh, Brandon Hyde. I guess that's kind of cheating. So not more players, more organizational people. Okay, Brandon Hyde is with Tampa and not with us. The 4 Orioles from the 2023 team that remain: Gunnar, Bradish, Cano, and Cowser. That's it. That's it. Kind of weird how things have worked out over the last couple of years, huh, folks? There's Chris Bassitt. He's getting loose on the bullpen mound, which is right there in the field of play in this god-awful ballpark. But, folks, you tell me. Maybe this would be an interesting poll question. Would you want to trade places if you could have what the Rays have in terms of winning seasons and at least a hint of the playoffs. They've made one World Series, right? Didn't Tampa win one pennant? Didn't they get into one World Series in this century? And you're talking about a team that most years is at least competing, right? Would you be willing to trade Camden Yards to have to play at a place like Tropicana Field in order to in exchange for Tampa's success versus whatever our success has been over the last 25, 30 years? What would you do? What would you take? I don't know. I think that's not an easy question to just answer quickly. I think you have to consider some factors. Hey, folks, first pitch is just a couple of minutes away. Let me, first of all, I'm way too large. Let me get over here. I feel less self-conscious when I'm this small. Yeah, if you're watching along with me, folks, please do me a favor and be prepared to pause your game so that you can get synced up with me. You see, the odds are, with me watching the game and then live streaming and the lag time that naturally exists, you're probably watching events happen before I have a chance to call them. You're ahead of me. It's a long way to go around to get to saying that. So how do you fix this? It's easy. Just get ready to pause your game. Right after the first pitch, pause it. Okay? And wait for a few moments. Wait for me to make that call of that first pitch. And once I've called the pitch, you're already ready to unpause. Unpause your game right after I call it. And now, boom, we're lined up. We're good to go. Okay? At least in theory. Okay? Off and on lag for sure. A lot of lag is it on my end, folks. Hopefully these issues are going to work themselves out. There is something going on now. I'm sure nobody wants to hear this technical talk, but for whatever reason, starting about 3 or 4 streams ago, normally I go through the process of starting up the stream, and then I go over to my YouTube studio, which is separate from the streaming studio software, and the start stream white button, it'll just pop up. It's like it's recognizing my streaming software that it's trying to send that info through YouTube. That start stream button pops up, and then I click it, and that's how the stream begins. That's how it begins. That's how you see something on your end start on my channel. But for some reason, that button no longer lights up. I have to do the same thing. I have to close the studio, refresh it, open it back up, restart it from the streaming software, and then that button will pop up. I don't know why. But, folks, if it isn't one thing, it's another when it comes to technology, right? I mean, every time I take care of one thing, another thing is not working right. We just got to make do with what we got, folks. I do not let anything just sit there unattended, neglected. I do try to fix these things. All right, folks, Pete Alonso is about ready to come up to hit as the leadoff man. We've already seen Kobe Mayo bat leadoff this year. That was hilarious. Now we're going to go with Alonso. Maybe Carlos Narvaez will get a look tomorrow. All right, here we go, folks. First pitch of the ball game is swung on and fouled off by Alonso. That's how we start.
A polar bear stirs.
All right, I'm now beginning to think you guys are just trolling me with the folks. It's not going to change anything. Again, if I were like intentionally trying to like make it some sort of catchy phrase, then I would stop, because now everybody is constantly referencing it. It's just my natural way of getting your attention, folks. Oh, I did it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Alonso. And the pitch is low. 2-2 the count. I mean, what other word should I use to address everybody listening all at the same time? What's the better word? Alonso fouls it away. It's still 2-2. Because I'm willing to consider alternatives. I guess I could say people. But that sounds kind of intrusive, doesn't it? Folks is nice and soft, inviting, friendly. Folks, we've got a full count. We got a full count. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, and Alonso looks like he would have had ball 4 there. Sinker up and away. So Alonso, first time leading off in his life, strikes out. I think Mayo struck out in his first leading off at bat. Folks, the wizardry of Craig Albanese and his lineups. Whoops, we don't use that button here. 1 away, here's Jackson Holliday batting second. Folks, I think they'll eventually figure it out. Holliday looks at a strike. And this pitch low, 1 ball, 1 strike to Jackson, hitting .241. There is a strike, a front door curveball at 79 miles an hour. Well, I do feel bad to tell you it just popped to excellent. My streaming status had said poor. And then in a moment's notice, it now says excellent. Maybe things will start working properly. Holliday check swing. They appeal. He did not go. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is kind of crazy that somebody... Here's a foul ball, still 2-2. So what was it the guy said? You guys were here, obviously. But somebody was like, I basically have to stop watching you now because I can't stand the word folks or something. Here's a pitch in the dirt. It bounces to the backstop. The count is full on Holliday. Now, folks, I've been given a lot of different criticisms, and some of them are probably valid. 3-2 pitch. That one's hit in the air. Left side, foul territory, Caminero with a look. But it is on the other side of the dugout. Holliday with an extended at-bat here. Last 6 appearances by Matz have all been in relief. He has not given up a run in his last 8 1/3 innings. Holliday with a chopper, but right to second, and throw to first will be in time. Holliday is retired. Palacios with the assist at second base. 2 down, nobody on in the top of the first. Look at this ugly-ass ballpark. Folks, this is the best background photo I could find. This is the best. I struggle to find one without the roof blown off. Here's Kobe Mayo. First pitch outside for ball 1.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
I was going to just go with a tattered roof and debris on the field photo. Swing and a miss, 1-1 on Mayo. But I felt like, that's a little distasteful. Natural disasters shouldn't be made into jokes. We've already got man-made disasters. We got man-made disasters to joke about, like Alonso hitting leadoff. Folks, it's a swing and a miss by Mayo. The count is 1-2. We got well over 100 people here, folks. The likes are only in the 30s. Quite a low number. We're going to have to work on that. And right now is a good time to do it because the Rays are going to have a mound meeting Probably a quick one, but enough time for you to hit that like button. What do you say?
Let me have a Diablo sandwich of Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
Yeah, it's part circus tent, part Costco, part roller derby rink. Here's the 1-2 to Mayo now. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Come on, folks. We got Mayo versus a lefty. Let's hit a long ball. What do you say? It's a full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Mayo hits it in the air to center field. That might have been ball 4. Instead, it hangs up there long enough for Chandler Simpson to make a running catch. I'm sorry, that's Ced Mullins. How can I misidentify? How dare I misidentify Ced? Mullins with the catch, folks. The inning is over. The Orioles do not score. And, yeah, they go 1-2-3 with their new look lineup. On to the bottom of the first, it's the Orioles nothing, and the Rays, they're coming up. Yeah, my stream is just wavering between excellent status and poor. Can we find some middle ground? Is there a status between poor and excellent? How about one that reads, not half bad? I'd be... My goodness. I would be perfectly fine. I'd be perfectly fine with a status that just said not half bad. Tampa Bay City Connect or a throwback? I'll have to look at the uniform again. Their City Connect is like got neon to it. It's like a dark charcoal color shirts and pants with like neon green and neon purple. So I'm going to go ahead and say no, it's not their City Connect. It might be a throwback. Is it the one with the actual Ray, cartoon Ray on it? That would be a throwback. Not a City Connect. Isn't it weird they have a City Connect at all? I mean, the city by name is Tampa. The city they play in is St. Pete. Oh, you figured out how Albie's making the lineups. Okay, I'm waiting for a punchline. Here we go. Yolks. All right, now I know Folks has got to be retired. I just called everybody Yolks. Chris Bassitt is on the mound, folks. 5.27 ERA. He's back on the mound. First pitch was a ball, and the next one hit on the ground toward Holiday. He's got it. Plenty of time to get Diaz, who's not, I wouldn't even call that jogging. Folks, I put more effort in going to check my mail. And then Diaz did going down first baseline there. 1 away for Bassitt after 2 pitches. He assigns everyone a number and uses one of those lottery. Yeah, draw a name out of the hat. It says Devil Rays. Okay, so yeah, it's a throwback. They're throwing it back. Yeah, that's their original. That's actually their original jersey. Not too shabby. 0-1 pitch to Aranda is fouled away. 0-2 on Jonathan Aranda. The thing is, Alonso was interviewed about it and Albarnez, and they both were joking about it. So if it wasn't an extremely weird thing to do, then why are you... No, everyone's just asking. Reporters are like, so you got Alonso batting leadoff. What are your thoughts? And both Alonso and Albarnez, if you read their quotes, they're making it sound like it's a goof. They're making it sound like it's a goof. So they know that it's weird. But instead of like, I mean, the number one thing was, well, they've got Matz starting, and we know that Matz isn't going to be in there long. We want to see if Alonso can maybe get an extra at-bat off of Matz. So there is a reason. I don't think we're going to be seeing Alonso batting leadoff. Let's say everything works out swimmingly tonight. Next time we face a lefty, I don't think Alonso is going to bat leadoff. But we'll see. I think it has to do with that non-starting lefty starting. If that doesn't sound confusing. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Aranda. 1 out, nobody on. The pitch from Bassitt is a breaking ball outside. 3-2. Yeah, folks, it's Tropicana Field, and the only thing even close to looking orange is our uniform. What's up with that? Here's a 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Belt high, up and in on the zone. Nice pitch from Bassitt.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Folks, there's a chance we might get the best of Bassitt here down the stretch after fixing his back. If he's feeling fresh, here's a good first pitch curveball on Chandler Simpson for strike 1. I didn't want to read too much into his rehab starts, but he was basically giving up nothing down there. Here's a curveball hit softly up the third base line. It's going to go foul. And with Simpson's speed, that probably worked out to our benefit. Encarnacion Strand was coming in on it, but he would have had a very difficult play. Yep, there's a nice panorama view of this just aesthetically displeasing venue. Simpson does not have a home run on the season, and they have him batting third. We have Alonso hitting leadoff. Folks, I guess we're just too old. We used to know what a standard lineup looked like. 1 and 2 on Simpson. Top of the order, you want a guy that knows how to get on base, can draw a walk, has some speed. Your number 2 batter? Here's a ball hit in the center field. It's going to drop in front of Cowser for a 2-out single as some sand gets kicked up off of this artificial grass in this dump of a ballpark. 2 down, single by Simpson. What was I talking about before? Here's Junior Caminero. Very talented and still very young right-handed hitting third baseman. Hitting .279. Here comes the first pitch from Bassitt. Nope, we're going to check on the runner Simpson. He's back safe. 35 home runs for Caminero at the moment. 77 RBI. OPS well above 900. Pitch inside for ball 1. All right, yeah. So, yeah, your classic lineup. Your number 2 hitter. I think the word we used for that was table setter, right? Number 2 batter, you want a little bit of combination of contact. You want a versatile guy, a guy that can maybe lay a bunt down if you need it, a guy that can shorten up the swing, go opposite field, try to set up runners at first and third, a guy that can work a count enough to maybe let that leadoff guy try to steal if he gets on, that kind of guy. Then your number 3 hitter is just basically your best hitter. Does just about everything. Maybe doesn't have the speed, that can vary. But certainly hits for average, has some pop, gets on base, drives and runs. Your best hitter. Here goes the runner on a swing and a miss. No throw down by Narvaez. Simpson is going to steal second base without a throw. So with 2 down, the Rays have a runner in scoring position now. Caminero with a count of 2-2. Pitch. Just a bit. Oh, that's a called strike 3. Okay. Narvaez with a weird reaction, folks. Bassitt kisses the outside edge, strikes out Caminero looking. All right.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Your cleanup hitter. Very easy. Who's your best power hitter? Why? Because the idea is, in the first inning of any given ball game, if you've got a good enough top 3 guys in your order, the odds are your cleanup hitter is going to come up in the first inning with at least 1 guy on base, so that your best RBI guy almost always has a chance to drive in a run right out of the gate, right? So you want a guy with pop, you want an RBI guy, and in a spot like that, speed no longer really matters. So we're getting into the part of the lineup now, folks, where speed doesn't matter as much. Your number 5 hitter, basically a slightly lesser effective version of your number 4 hitter. You're still looking for an RBI guy, a guy who can hit homers, right? Now, once you get past the 5 spot, things can vary. Not every team has this carbon copy roster where you plug these guys in. But yeah, there used to be a time where we kind of knew what the lineups, how they were supposed to be constructed. It looks like it looks like I'm lagging again. Guys, I'm so sorry about the lag. Why don't we do a quick lag check? Folks, feel free to participate in this or not, but when I yell out a number, please type it in as soon as you can. Are you ready? The number is 3. Type in the number 3 really quick, and I hope I'll see it within about 6 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, let's see how long it goes now. First pitch is a strike. Okay, starting to pop up now. Thank you, guys. It's a little bit laggy. 0-1 on Tyler O'Neill, folks. Swing and a miss. Oh and 2 on Tyler O'Neill.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
I just pretty much gave my computer a tune-up. I don't know what I can do to improve the streaming right now. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tyler O'Neill. Oh, by the way, new pitcher, a right-hander on for now for the Rays. Steven Matz only pitches the first inning and went 1-2-3. It is Schultens, the righty, on now for the Rays, and he's now got a count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. Is it Jesse Schultens, I believe? Schultens has an ERA of 3.82 and a whip of 1.27 as O'Neill fouls this 2-2 pitch at the plate. He has appeared in 9 games, has started 2 of them. He's gone 37 2/3 innings on the season. So kind of a swing man, can start, can long relieve, kind of doing a little bit of both here. That pitch is low and away. Full count on O'Neill, folks. The count, I repeat, full. Here comes the payoff. Popped straight up. Third base, foul ground. And that ball is actually going to drop right next to Gunnar Henderson in the on-deck circle. I don't know if I've ever seen that. A foul pop-up that no fielder got near, was in the field of play. Maybe it bounced off the screen, but the ball landed at the feet of Gunnar in the on-deck circle. We got a full count still. Pitch number 8 of the sequence. Ball 4, up and away. What an at-bat by Tyler O'Neill.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
What is with my stream? Come on. Just work. Folks, we got a leadoff walk. The batter is Gunnar, hitting 5th for the first time this season, maybe ever. Oh, it hit the roof. Well, that would make sense. Thank you for that, David. Gunnar Henderson, 1-0 the count. There he is, batting 5th. Let's see what might look different. Takes a strike right down the middle, 1-1.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Since 2023, Gunnar Henderson has more hits and more home runs against the Rays than any other player in the game. Swing and a miss. It's a 1-2. He got a fastball on the outside part of the plate. Runner at first, nobody out, no score in the top of the second. Now, when you say hit the roof, are you talking about the roof? Or are you talking about one of the scaffolding things? Gunnar with a ball to center. That ball's going to hang up, though. No, it's going to drop for a base hit. And Tyler O'Neill read it off the bat a lot better than I did. I thought O'Neill was caught off the bag on a ball hit to center, but that ball dropped down for a base hit, and the Orioles have first and third with nobody out. Gunnar batting 1,000 out of the number 5 spot. Folks, Gunnar's found his new home.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Yeah, I think there's a different rule. I think there's a different rule between if it hits like the scaffolding that holds the speaker system and whatever versus if it hits the roof itself. I think if it hits the scaffolding and it falls in play that it's still a playable ball. I could be wrong. Folks, it's 1-0 on Encarnacion Strand. First and third, nobody out. A check on Gunnar at first. All right. Look at that shift. Wide open on the right side for Encarnacion Strand. He goes to right in the air. That ball is going to be caught out there. Here comes a tag by O'Neill. The throw home is not in time. And O'Neill crossing the plate standing. That's not advised. But O'Neill gets away with it, folks. The Orioles have taken a 1-0 lead on a sac fly by folks.
Oh, it's magic, you know. Oh, it's magic.
O'Neill would have been in my doghouse had that tag hit him before he crossed the plate standing like that. Not that sliding speeds it up by any means, but are we now just going to ignore another part of the game that was normal for 150 years? We're just going to score standing on a play at the plate? Okay. Here's Leody Taveras. He wants to bunt. The pitch is high. He brings the bat head back. Taveras looking to bunt. Let's see. I just got to refresh my game all of a sudden. All right. Next pitch. Swinging this time, Tavares. And coming up with nothing. Already 0-2 on Leote. Runner at first. 1 out. A run in for the Orioles. And we're going to have a timeout here. Tavares with an 0-2 count.
Come on, let's dance.
And the pitch. Oh, come on. No way. Trolling me now. Why did you cut out again? It's still 0-2 on Leote, folks. And the pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. How about a bugle? All right. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 1 out. Tavares waiting on the pitch from Schultens, and here it is. It is fouled away. We'll do it again. Well, yep, it'll get out of play. 1-2. Hey, guys, I got a favor to ask. 75 likes to 150 people in the room. That means precisely half of you have hit the like button, while the other half have not, at least not yet. I'm asking those who have not yet hit the like button to help out. Let's get those likes up to 100. We've got the numbers to do it. Tavares fouls it again. Third base side, Caminero, long run. And my goodness, he just ran into somebody down there in the corner. A photographer. Also, a padded railing over there. Caminero comes away with nothing, but he might have gotten banged up. Well, the camera lady tried to get out of the way by moving to her left, which put her more in the way. What the hell was she doing? Wow, folks, somebody send the camera lady a Christmas card. She might have just helped allow Tavares another chance to get a hit or get on base some way. This ball gets away on a throw to first, but not far enough away. My goodness. I cannot believe this photographer. What was she thinking? She was on the steps of the dugout. All she had to do was retreat, and instead she moved forward and absolutely gotten Caminero's way. Here's a foul ball, still 1-2. Gunnar had left on that last pitch. Gunnar's got half his uniform untucked. He looks like he's been through 15 rounds. And we're only in the top of the second inning. 7 pitches already to Tavares. And another foul ball. That's number 8, and we'll get a 9th pitch here in a minute, still with a count of just 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's it. Be a pest, Tavares. Be a pest. Another 1-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Leote. I love it, man. Pitchers hate it when these at-bats happen. They hate it. Nine pitches already, and again, only one of them was a ball. There have been 7 foul balls in this at-bat so far. Here's a ball hit fair. It is to straightaway center field. Mullins. Just a couple of baby steps to make the catch for out number 2. Bradish is not pitching, Michael. It is Chris Bassitt, and Bassitt has looked good through the first couple of innings. Or first inning, I guess. It's only been one inning. But, yeah, small sample size, but I liked what I saw. Here's Colton Cowser. Pitch popped up. Third base side again. Caminero busy over there. Another ball in the crowd. Cowser's average right now at 211. Not a single cow or milkman in the chat. What happened to this chat? I don't know. There used to be so much interactivity going on. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Now people just they're checking out on BW. Don't check out. Check in. Sorry about that. Was it a good commercial? The 0-2 to Cowser. Hit on the ground, foul. Now we're talking. Phantom, George, Edward, Rob, Rudy, Brian. Now I'm betting Cowser's going to do something fantastic. He's got a home run, a game-winning home run off of this pitcher. I think that was earlier this season. That one is outside. 1-2 on Colton Cowser. We haven't had too many walk-off wins this year, have we? I think maybe 2. Or was that the only one? 1-2 pitch is low. To throw down to second base is on the money, and another caught stealing. Gunnar Henderson makes another out on the bases. Another. He makes another out on the bases. The inning is over, folks. The Orioles do take the lead, 1-0. Gunnar.
Big buck, stop it all.
Bottom of the second is coming up. The Orioles lead at 1-0 on a sac fly by Christian Encarnacion Strand. Folks, we are 4 likes away from 100 even. Make it 3, which means by the time I come back, I better see triple digits or I'm cracking skulls. I'll be right back.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay.
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! 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 Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! 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 There! From that bag! What's it say? I can't read! Please! Please! Get me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! No! 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 It's bacon!
No, it's Bacon Strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon Strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
It's bacon!
Where's your from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
Folks, I just realized I needed to change the scrolling info. Just to let you know, tomorrow's game starts 1 hour earlier than tonight's. 6:10 p.m. I'm sorry. Here's a base hit by Lee. Is it Hicks? Liam Hicks? Which Hicks is this? Which Hicks? Liam Hicks just got a base hit for the Blue Jays in the center field. They've got their leadoff man on here in the bottom of the second inning. So, yeah, this game started tonight at, 7:10 p.m.? Tomorrow's game will start at 6:10 p.m., so coverage will begin at 5:50 here on the channel. Here's a ball hit to right field. It's going to be a can of corn for O'Neill. He is waiting, and he's got it. 1 out after a 1-pitch out made by Victor Mesa Jr., the Rays right fielder. 1 out, runner at first base, and now the batter is Cedric Mullins. Ced Mullins, folks, our old pal. Batting .207. And a first pitch strike to Mullins. So you mean to tell me that a team can have maybe the best record in the league while affording a .207 average from Mullins and just relying on his fantastic defense and occasional big hit, and you can still win that way? Because, boy, it was really fun for the last couple of years of Mullins' career in Baltimore, watching daily on social media for people wanting to run Mullins out of town. Well, he's out of town, playing on a team 28 games over 500 or whatever the hell it is. Folks, it's a 1-1 count on Mullins. And that pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, it's amazing. We were able to win a combined 192 games over those 2 years with Mullins in center field. It's almost like defense is as important as offense. I don't know. Two and two on Mullins. Runner at first, 1 out. Bassitt from the belt and the pitch. That one's in on the hands of Mullins, and he's going to serve it over the second baseman's glove for a base hit. My goodness. There you go. You can't hit a ball much softer than that. If Holiday was playing one step further deep, he might have made this catch. Just got over his glove. All right, maybe a couple of steps deep. But that hurts. 2 on with 1 out now for Richie Palacios. And he's swinging at a curveball, fouling it back. 0-1. Crazy talk. Who, me? I know. I'm a controversial figure. 238 average for Palacios. Here's another breaking ball. This one low and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Folks, the likes are over 100 now. I'm going to say thank you for helping.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Oh, I know you meant it. I knew you were joking. Like, yeah, defense is important. That's crazy talk. Yeah, I got the gist. I'm with you, Johnny O. We're on the same wavelength here. But yeah, how many times it got to the point where I had to sit there and just attack people attacking Mullins on Twitter. I'd be like, you guys don't understand what a good baseball player is, obviously. Of course, we were all feeling pretty, by the way, it's second and third. What happened? Was that a double steal? What the hell just happened? My game froze again. Folks, did the Rays just pull off a double steal? Because they have second and third now with only 1 out. Or was that the first out made and 2 runners moved up? I'm asking you when I'm the guy that's supposed to be giving you the call. I'm sorry. Yeah, tonight, even by my standards, the streaming has been a problem. Folks, it's a 1-1 ball game is what it is. Palacios doubled. Hicks scored. Mullins to third. So an RBI double makes it a 1-1 ball game. And I'm just now the last person to find out. Taylor Walls is at the plate now. I am deeply sorry for screwing up the last 2 minutes, folks. 1-1 score. The Rays, after a double, have runners at second and third with only one out. And Walls right now with a count of 2 balls and a strike. Grounded first base side foul. 2-2. Man, oh man. Uh-oh, they're playing Harry Belafonte in the ballpark. Don't they know our history with Harry Belafonte on this channel? 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. That is high. That is ball 3. This is the number 9 batter. You cannot walk him to load him up for Diaz. You got to come through with a pitch in the zone here, Bassitt. 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 in the dirt. Really? You went with a curveball there? You went with a curveball that didn't, I mean, what were you trying to do? Certainly wasn't trying to throw it for a strike. And again, why are you not challenging the number 9 hitter? Bases loaded for the Rays. 1 out. Hey, BirdWatcher and friendly chat. Phillies have a day off coming from JJ's channel to watch the O's with you guys. Well, welcome in, Wayne. The Orioles have their backs against the wall at the moment. They took a 1-0 lead in the top half of the inning, but the Rays have tied it and have the bases loaded, only 1 out, and now the top of the order up. Yandy Diaz, first pitch to him is popped straight up. Thank you. And Bassitt will let Alonso take this one right behind him between the mound and the plate. Diaz makes the second out, a huge second out with the bases still loaded. And now another tough out here, though. Jonathan Aranda, the left-handed batter. This is going to be tough. All right, Bassitt, 36 pitches so far. And strike 1, a very important first strike at the very top of the zone. Aranda struck out his first time. How about a repeat performance, please? The pitch, that one is going to be golfed out to center field. That pitch was low. Aranda went down and could not get anything on it. It still traveled about 375 feet to straightaway center. But that's the kind of swing Bassitt was looking for. No pop into it. It's a fly ball to center, catch made by Cowser, and the inning ends with the Rays stranding, the bases loaded. So the Orioles do give up the lead here, but a phrase we've heard too many times this season, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. We go to the third, folks. 1-1 ball game. All right. I have not done my job, my due diligence, and saying hello to the people that are here right now in the Charm City chat. Let's see. Book Doc, George Ford, Johnny O, 411 Shirley, Edward Bowers, David in France, Spartacus, Matt Abel. Did I say Johnny O? I know I've said hello to you already tonight. Sports Roundabout, good to see you. Let's see. Mr. B. Moore, 187. Brian Mitch. Deborah Parsons says hello. Hello, Deborah. We have Phantom here, as always. Christopher Haas, Alan Piles, Ozman Scott, Vanilla Spice. And I'm seeing lots of repeats now. Looking for some new names. Rob Freeman, G.E. Wilson, Braden Kerwin. Hello. Buckskull Gaming House. Kurt, 6367, The Major, also here. Folks, we're ready for the top of the third inning. Colton Cowser is leading off. He'll be followed by Narvaez and then Alonso. Tank is here. It's ball one to Cowser, by the way, who was at the plate in the last inning when Gunnar was thrown out trying to steal second. There's a called strike, 1-1 on Cowser. I'm seeing all repeats at this point. Jet Bond, there's a name. Wins. Brad M, hello. 1-1 pitch, check swing, pitch in the dirt. Cowser went around, though, on the appeal for strike two. Chase Crosby, 5,000. Welcome in. David in France. Did I say hi yet, David, my old buddy? El Mam Libro. Wayne Gilbert again. Hello. 1-2 pitch. Foul back. Ken is here saying, here we go. Probably in reference to the bases loaded situation. Hey, we got out of it. Turtle Dove says hello. Ken. All right, I think we're caught up, folks. We got a 1-2 count on Cowser, leading off the top of the third. The pitch outside, 2-2. The 2-2 from Schultens. That is left high. Ball three. Come on, Cowser. Isaac Angel says hello. Full count to Cowser, leading off the top of the third. 1-1 ball game. We're spending the next 4 days in St. Petersburg in this lovely ballpark. Payoff pitch from Schultens. Hit in the air by Cowser to center field. Did he get it? That ball's traveling. That ball's going to go into the Rays fish tank. Bye, birdie. Colton Cowser has given the Orioles the lead right back. He's hit double-digit homers on the season, number 10. That ball went 420 happy feet. 2-1 Orioles.
Oh, ho, ho, it's magic, you know. Oh, it's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride.
Folks, I do believe a cow might have just injured a ray. That ball landing near or right into that Ray fish tank out in right center field. Carlos Narvaez at the plate has a count of a ball and a strike.
On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic. Break out.
Here's an inside-out swing, a soft liner to first, caught over there by Aranda for the first out here of the inning. Again, Cowser hit that walk-off off this same pitcher earlier in the season. And Cowser comes up clutch against Schultens again. That ball did hit off the mesh netting that protects the water there of that giant tank. It would have landed right in the tank. Ground ball, base hit into right field, Pete Alonso. Alonso not trying to do too much. Gets a pitch on the outer part of the plate, hits it on the ground on a wide open right side of the infield for a opposite field single.
A polar bear stirs. A polar bear stirs.
Still only one out in the inning, folks. Jackson Holiday is up now. And ball one to him. Holiday 0 for 1. Schultens is already up to 41 pitches. And remember, he didn't start the game. He came in the second inning. He's only gotten one out here in the third. There is a strike to even up the count. 1-1 on Holiday. Oh, you got to be kidding me, man. What? I'm going to have to find another backup again tonight? Why are you so persnickety? Make it a ball and 2 strikes on Holiday, folks, as I continue to battle my own stream. Aranda holding Alonso over at first. The 1-2 pitch. Reached for and a foul. A splitter low and away. A protective swing there, I'd say, by Holiday. Still 1-2. High target set by the catcher. The pitch is not high. It is right down the middle. And Holiday, despite a friendly location on that pitch, he swings and misses, and he strikes out. That ball had some late tailing action on it, going away from Holiday, but still middle of the plate. Here's Kobe Mayo with 2 down. He's 0 for 1. And he'll look at a first pitch strike. That was borderline. Tough pitch. Low and away sweeper. Mayo flew out back in the first. That was off of Matz. Now facing a righty. He takes that pitch all the way with his bat on his shoulders, and it's strike 2. Not sure what that's all about. I'm really not a fan of just taking a pitch all the way on an 0-1 count. What's the thinking there? I don't know. 2 outs, 2 strikes on Mayo. And what do we have here? Ball 1. For the love of all that's holy, would you please stop buffering tonight? This pitch is a check swing. They appeal on the 1-2 count. And no swing, 2-2. Runner at first, 2 down, and now it's ball 3. Full count on Mayo, and that runner will be off on the pitch. That's Alonso over at first. 50 pitches already from Schultens. Here comes the 3-2. That is called strike 3 on a sweeper at the bottom of the zone. Mayo caught looking to end the inning. But the Orioles do get the lead back here in the inning on a leadoff home run by Colton Cowser. His 10th of the season. We go to the bottom of the third, folks. The Orioles lead it 2-1. All right. Folks, I'll be back in just a moment. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. And for those who are not yet subscribed to the channel, come on. Check out that odometer in the upper left-hand corner. We got 5,670-something subscribers. We're trying to get to 6,000 here, hopefully, within the next month. And finish up strong here. All right? It's free to subscribe. Just letting you know. Be right back.
Let me show you what I mean now. By the first thing you do is get right up in their face, you point the finger. Then if you can't get close enough, you turn the hand around and kick some dirt. And then if he's missed a strike, you get over here and you put dirt all over the thing. You throw the hat down, you pick it up, you throw it, and then you're so bad, you throw him out of the game. You're out of here. That's the way a major league manager should. I learned something, buddy.
Folks, it's strike one to Chandler Simpson for the Rays, leading off in the bottom of the third. Simpson already 1 for 1. 2-1 Orioles. They got the lead back in the top of the inning. And a changeup off the plate from Bassitt evens up the count at a ball and a strike. Simpson and then Caminero and Hicks for the Rays. The 1-1 is inside. Narvaez had set his target up on the outer half of the plate. Bassitt missed it all the way to the other side of the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Next pitch. That one's a chopper. And no, oh, we're going to, wow. Jackson Holliday's going to make this play. I misread that ball off the bat. I thought that was hit toward the middle of the right side of the infield. Holliday, I thought, was nowhere near the ball. In fact, he was right there. He made a backhanded stab of the ball and threw out Simpson for the first out of the inning. Junior Caminero at the plate. Folks, a super chat just popped in. I'll be honest, I kind of got jump scared. A big green box just flashed over my screen. I thought it was a virus. It's a super chat. 0-1 on Caminero, folks. Bassitt's pitch. Curveball. Come on, where is that? That was right on the corner. Bassitt is motioning. I'm not sure what about there. Folks, Tails21 with a super chat. Hit the like button on that super chat, folks. Thank you for your contribution and support. This pitch is up. The count is 2-1. We got a problem with this ump, folks. Might be time to break out the old bee bag.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes! Ah!
2-1 pitch is fouled back, 2-2. Come on, Blue.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling? Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
What is this? Hank has a question. It's a long one. Give me a sec, Hank. Pitch outside, full count. So what do you call the live streamers like BirdWatcher who do play-by-play watch alone? Is there an official term for that, like sports streamers or live sport streamers? I'm not sure. 3-2 pitch, outside, ball 4. 1 out walk to Caminero. I just saw a video with David Lee Roth riding a moped all through Thailand. Yeah! Thailand, wow! I love it here. Bozy, bop! Diddy bop! Here's a Liam Hicks. Curveball, strike. Come on, you're not calling out a strike? We're challenging it, and we're going to win it. This umpire sucks balls.
Not the beast! Ah! Out of my eyes!
Strike 1 to Hicks, thanks to a challenged call there by Narvaez. And the 0-1 is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tails says, BW, the only guy who does play-by-play for the Orioles on YouTube. I've been with him since the beginning, and yes, he always calls a great game, and every time it's different. Well, I can't argue that. You never know what to expect on any given stream here, folks. Except me saying folks. That you can count on. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch. There's strike 2. Change up at the bottom of the zone. Runner at first, 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. The Rays are down a run. They count 2-2 on Hicks. Catcher setting up inside. The pitch inside. 3-2. We'll see if the Rays think about sending Caminero here with a full count, 1 out. The pitch. Breaking ball, and we're going to challenge again. That one appeared to have broken back toward the outer edge. It's borderline. I hope we get this challenge. It is a strike! Oh, a beautiful curveball by Bassitt. And folks, as bad as this umpire has been, you got to give him a little bit of a break on that call because that ball came back toward the edge at the last second and caught it beautifully.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go. How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
2 away. Caminero at second base. How did he get there? And is this why Albanez is out to talk to the ump? Caminero stole the base on the strikeout, but it's one of those situations where we're challenging, and this is still a rule that I don't have quite down myself. If you send a runner on a challenged pitch, the umpires right now are in a conference. They aren't even sure. But Albanez, I think, is arguing that that runner needs to go back to first base. And I don't know. Yeah, right. I get why they're out there, but I don't actually know what the proper ruling is here. I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure. Hopefully, it's going to work out our way. What happened here? Victor Mesa Jr. coming up to hit now. Have they just... No, the umps are still talking. Umps are still talking. The more they talk, the better I feel about it, folks. The more they talk, the better I feel. And I think we're going to get a ruling here. Sports Legacy Highlights said, dude, you do a great job. I thought I was on the official Orioles radio. Was that before or after I said this umpire sucks balls? All right. Well, now you got Kevin Cash out arguing. So did we get this call go our way? I don't see Caminero at first base. The score bug still has him at second. We are waiting for an explanation that both managers are going to accept. Yes, the runner does go back to first base. Folks, give it up for Craig Albanese. He went out there. He told the umps, hey, that runner needs to go back to first. The umpires have done just that. And now they're back in another conference. What are they talking about now? Folks, who's the crew chief of this clown crew? The home plate umpire has already showed how bad he is. This whole crew doesn't know what they're doing. Home plate umpire is Jordan Baker. First base, Stu Schuenwater. Eric Backus at second. Felix Neon at third. And now Albanese is coming out for an explanation. Folks, I don't think I've ever seen managers come out from both dugouts for multiple explanations. If Kevin Cash comes out after Albanese talks to the umps again, I'm just going to take a lunch break. What the hell is going on in this ball game? There should be 2 outs, a runner at first base. How about Bassitt throw a warm-up pitch during this wait? Albanese now heading back to the dugout. Is that it for the explanations? Wait a minute, hold on. The guy selling Bud Light, one of the vendors, is now asking the umps for an explanation. Albie picks up a fresh fistful of sunflower seeds. Here we go. Now he's back on second base? They put him back on second base? They put him back on second base? What? I've seen everything. They've reversed the call like 3 times. Swing and a miss by Mesa Jr. Yeah, folks, look forward to the absolutely guaranteed John Boy Media breakdown video, probably coming out in the next 24 hours. They will explain what happened, I'm sure, better than any way I could. Here's a ball up the middle and a base hit. Here comes the runner around to score the tying run. God damn it! Folks, bring the bees.
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! My eyes!
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Folks, this game is being played like this sport was invented 4 days ago, and we're just trying to figure out how it works. 1-0 on Ced Mullins. Ground ball to second. Holiday. Routine play. Inning over. But a run comes in to score on a 2-out single. That runner who, if at first base, does not score to tie the game. He was at second. He was at first. He was at second again. I don't know. Whatever. 2-2 ball game as we go to the fourth inning. Unbelievable. What the hell was that? Fourth inning coming up, folks. Middle of the order due up for the Orioles. We got over 200 people in the room right now. Welcome in, everybody. Please take a moment, if you don't mind, during this commercial break to hit that like button at the bottom of your screen. And I also ask those that are not subscribed to please consider doing so. We have not had a nice big number of subscribers in several games. Just a handful. We got to get that odometer to roll over, folks. Subscribing is free, and I'm not very good at a sales pitch. Free content is one click away, even though you're here already and you don't have to subscribe. It'd be really cool if you did, though. Oh, boy. You need to stop using the Lord's name in vain. Nobody likes your cuss words. Okay, then I guess nobody liked Earl Weaver either, Joan. I guess nobody liked Earl Weaver either, Joan. And by the way, when did you decide that you were in a position to speak on behalf of everybody? When did you make that decision, Joan? I mean, after all, it's the only comment you've ever left on my channel. To let me know what everybody else is feeling, Joan. I don't like all your cornball stuff. Then why are you here, Joan? What would you like for me to do specifically for you? Here's Tyler O'Neill. First pitch is a ball, and the next one misses inside. It's 2-0. Folks, here's some cornball shit.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
2-0 pitch. That's ball 3. Here's a cornball bugle. It's Friday night, Joan. Go get laid. 3-0 pitch to Tyler O'Neill. That is ball 4. Folks, it's a 4-pitch walk. You're the only way I can get the game. It kind of gets on my nerves. So let me get this straight. Something that's free gets on your nerves. That sucks. Folks, we have the postal service, you know? We got this thing where mail is delivered to you for free. But sometimes the mail doesn't get there when you expect it to. Man, that gets on my nerves. I have it in my mind to go complain to the post office for their free service of delivering me the mail. Are you serious, Joan? Why isn't this YouTube channel catered to my specific needs and desires? Jesus. Oh, whoops. Was that in vain? No, that was in pride. I felt pride saying it then. Folks, here's Gunnar Henderson. 1 on, nobody out. Gunner's 1 for 1. First pitch is a strike.
His name's Gunner and he's dating my mom.
Hey, Joan, you'll be happy to know that we got a new batch of subscribers in ever since you started complaining. The channel has grown. Thanks. 0-1 on Gunner. Runner at first, nobody out. The pitch. Line drive. Base hit over the second baseman. Hard throw in towards second base. O'Neill, the lead runner there, had to make sure that ball got over second base. But the Orioles now with runners at first and second and nobody out. Here comes a cornball faucet sprinkler sound effect. My favorite was speaking on behalf of everybody else. Like, really? If your finger was that much on the pulse of what everybody else wanted, Joan, start your own channel, because then your audience is bound to blow up because you know exactly what everybody wants. Here's a ball up the middle. Second baseman flipped to the bag for one, throw to first. In time, a back-breaking double play ball hit into by Christian Encarnacion Strand.
Big buck, stop it all.
That puts a runner at third base with two down. Nice double play turn by the Rays. Got to credit them for that. Well, it's going to take a two-out hit to get the lead back. Leody Taveras is the hitter. And first pitch, that's called a ball. That was a strike. That was a call poorly made by the ump that went our way, and we got away with it. Schultens is now up to 60 pitches. And the 1-0 is low. 2 balls and no strikes.
Oh, come on, let's dance.
BBD9669 has subscribed because of Joan and just sent in a super chat. That's awesome. What a great response. 2-0 pitch. That's a strike. Low inside corner. Borderline pitch. Folks, we're looking for a 2-out hit. Thanks again, BBD. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Folks, hit the like button on BBD's Super Chat. That's a banger right there. Kowser's waiting on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-2 ball game. Deuces are wild, folks. The pitch. That one's hit to left. That one is going to be playable. Caught out there by Simpson for the final out of the inning. The Orioles leave a man on. And we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Still tied at 2. That's the first frame where neither team has scored since the first inning. Both teams with individual runs in the second and third. All right. Stop buffering. I'm sorry, Brad. Brad. I apologize. Now, see, that I feel bad about. That I do personally feel bad about. There are things, if you can believe it, folks, that I do feel bad about. And that is, you know, the streaming and the buffering issues that come up from time to time. You know, I want you guys to have a good experience. Sorry about that, folks. Yeah, and I hear you. I hear you, Brad. Whatever you're experiencing, I'm sure everybody else is too. And again, some things I can work on behind the scenes or even live in the middle of the stream. I can do things to try to improve the stream. But some of these lag and buffering issues, folks, it's just completely out of my hands. There's not much I can do right now. Some nights are better than others. Some nights are better than others. Some nights mothers are better than other nights mothers. I'm sure we've got some Morrissey fans in attendance tonight. All right, we're back underway here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch swung on by Palacios and fouled away. Call the game through the chat. Now that is state of the art. That is state of the art. This pitch is low. 1-1 the count on Palacios. He had a base hit, an RBI single back in the second inning. Inside, 2-1. Bassitt is now at 61 pitches, only through 3 innings plus this batter. That pitch count needs to get lower on average if he's going to go more than 5 innings tonight. He was up to 86 pitches in that final rehab start. So I don't think the Orioles, even if he was pitching really well, are going to make him go too deep tonight in his first start back. The count now is 2-2, folks, on Palacios. The pitch swung on, fouled off to the right. I just blew my brains out. Well, then, that's a very talented method of texting. How were you able to do that in text? That's talent right there. America's got talent. Folks, we're waiting on a payoff pitch to Palacios. This ball is hit in the air to center field and shallow. Going out as Gunner, coming in as Cowser. Cowser will make the catch. 1 down in the bottom of the fourth. Yeah, I think 5 would be a good outing. We had an off day yesterday. The bullpen should be nice and fresh. We also have... Well, I guess no. Cam Sanders, I guess, makes up for the loss of Geraldo. Folks, if you didn't hear, Bassitt activated today. The player that had to make way was Yeremil Geraldo. He's back in AAA. Folks, it's Taylor Walls at the plate. First pitch is a strike. Next one is fouled away. Quickly 0-2. Bassitt has thrown first pitch strikes now to 15 of the first 18 batters he has faced as he is wrapping up his second trip through the lineup right now. There's a young lady, or is that a man? I can't tell. I see hair coming out of the cap. Somebody's got a baseball card photo album book, and they're flipping through it in the crowd. That's a nice look. Go to a ball game. Look at your baseball cards. 1-2 on Walls. 1 out, nobody on. Bassitt's delivery. Fouled away. Ramon Laureano. Yeah, I had fun watching Ramon play. He's a good player. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Bassitt about to throw his 70th pitch of the night, and that's a breaking ball foul back. I tell you what, yeah, 5 innings complete is now looking even less likely for Bassitt. He is struggling to put away the number 9 hitter. He might be struggling, but I still like the way he plays ball. Here's a ground ball to second by over to Holiday. Routine play. That is out number 2. I like the way he plays outfield. I think he's a hustle guy. I think he's a good clubhouse teammate kind of a guy. Bit of a hothead, actually, but in a good way, I think, Laureano. Folks, it's Yandy Diaz with nobody on, 2 out, and a first pitch strike from Bassitt. Diaz is 0 for 2. Low and away, 1-1. Yeah, it was his arm that was really the thing about Laureano that was impressive. A couple of those plays he made during his years with the A's. There was one catch he made at the center field wall, and he spun around and threw a C to first base. Here's a nice stop by Strand on the ground ball to third. Throw to first is there. Nice play by Christian Encarnacion Strand. A ball to his left. He went into a sliding stop, and then with that momentum, he popped up, spun around, and threw a strike to Alonso to end the inning. Nice play from Strand, folks. Inning is over.
Besides that, it's on the reflexes.
Yeah, he made that one catch. Running on a dead sprint, probably covered 40 yards easily. Up against the center field wall, turn around and threw a ball. I don't even think if it took a bounce. It just landed right into the chest-high glove of the first baseman to double off the runner there. Just ridiculous from Laureano. All right, I'm on a better pace with the coffee tonight than the last game. But we're not even halfway through the game, and I'm only down about 3 sips. Yeah. Encarnacion Strand has been doing pretty... Oh, wait, folks. Everyone stop. Everyone, please. Just stop what you're doing. Put everything down. I need everybody's attention. Achtung! Achtung! Apparently something I said or did was funny, according to Joan. So whatever it was, just everyone please be fully aware that there was something that was funny. Other things are obnoxious. There was this one funny thing that happened, though. Okay. Keep me updated. Please keep me updated on every individual emotion you're experiencing on this channel. Folks, Colton Cowser leads off for the Orioles. He shows bunt, and that is a called strike that is inside. Umpire blew another call.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling? Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Next pitch is a called strike 2. 0-2 to Cowser. Okay. Called strike 3 on a sweeper. Cowser's down on 3 pitches. And that's another borderline pitch. The Orioles still have both of their challenges. I would start using them more often. Hey, Big Jim with a super chat says, in support of the funny. Thank you. Thank you so much, Big Jim.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
I'm going to leave it up to Joan to let me know what's funny and what's not. Here's Carlos Narvaez. First pitch, fouled away. Joan, have you ever been to like a stand-up comedy act? Are you that person that sits like 2 tables from the stage, just talking between jokes, and then the comedian has to call you out, and then you have to start an argument with the comedian and tell them that his jokes aren't that funny, even though people are there to watch this person perform? They're gathered around to see something. Has that ever happened to you, Joan? Just wondering. Narvaez pops up an 0-2 pitch. It is foul. We'll do it again. Because I've seen a lot of those clips on YouTube. The one person at a stand-up show that needs to let everybody know what's going on. 0-2 to Narvaez, 1 out, nobody on, top of the 5th. The pitch inside, 1-2. I still need a button for Narvaez. I'm going to work on that. More Morrissey references, please. Okay. Dave, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. 1-2 pitch. Low and away, 2-2. Joan, cover your ears. I am human and I need to be loved just like everybody else does. There you go. Foul ball by Narvaez. The count is 2-2. Little Morrissey for you. Morrissey. How about some less sissy? Ground ball to short. Walls has it. And Narvaez is out. 2 down. Back to the top of the order. Back to the top of the order for Pete Alonso. Sounds weird to say, but Pete has led off, gone 1 for 2, struck out in the first inning, singled his last time up.
A polar bear stirs.
First pitch is low and in. By the way, I have failed to tell you that there is a new pitcher on the mound for the Rays since this inning started. Cam Boozer, a lefty. Forgive me for being very late to update you with that. It's now 2-0 to Alonso. Two down, nobody on, the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. So Schultens wound up going 3 innings, giving up 4 hits, 2 walks, 2 earned runs. Couple of strikeouts. 2-1 to Alonso is fouled third base side. Nice barehanded play by the Orioles' third base coach, Buck Britton. Alonso currently 4th in the American League in home runs. Swing and a miss. He strikes out on a 96-mile-an-hour heater by Cam Boozer. The inning is over. Orioles fail to score. This game is now halfway over. Game 1 of 4 down here in St. Pete. We have a 2-2 tie. Rays have out-hit the Orioles 5-4. Neither team has an error. Orioles have left 2 men on base. The Rays have left 5. All right, folks, we are halfway through the ball game. Do I take a look at the out-of-town scores? Here we go. In the top of the 7th in Pittsburgh, the Pirates up 7-2 on the Red Sox. In the bottom of the 7th in Detroit, Tigers are trailing. It's 8-5 White Sox there. In Cleveland, the Padres have a lead. That's good. 5-3 San Diego in the top of the 6th. 1-1 tie in the bottom of the 6th between the Nationals and the Mets. That's in Queens. Atlanta's hosting the Diamondbacks. 1-0 Arizona. That is going into the bottom of the 6th. Bottom 6 up in Toronto. Yankees 1, Blue Jays 0. Bottom 2 in Houston. Seattle 2, Astros 1. 2 finals from earlier today. The Cubs shut out the Cardinals 3-0 at Wrigley Field. And a pitching duel in Cincinnati. The Reds 1-0 over the Marlins. Game starting later in about 50 minutes. The Angels will be hosting the Royals. The Athletics will have the Rangers. And about a half hour after that, the Dodgers will host the Brewers, while the Giants will entertain the Rockies. Folks, I hope I was able to present these out-of-town score updates in the least obnoxious way as one can. I hope that wasn't too cornball-y for you. As we now start the bottom of the 5th inning. Jonathan Aranda will lead off. Simpson and Caminero to follow. Bassitt on the mound. First pitch swinging, and that's to center field. Backing up is Cowser. He's on the edge of the track, and he makes the catch as he, I wouldn't say slams into the outfield wall, but he does brush up against it on a deep fly ball out by Aranda. 1 away on 1 pitch. Just what Bassitt needs as he tries to get through 5 innings. 75 pitches at the moment. Here's Simpson, 1 for 2, a single and a stolen base. And a first pitch low and away for ball 1. So you guys think Joan secretly is starting to like me now? Am I starting to grow on her? There's a cutter for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tell me why walks don't count for average. Because a walk is just like a single. Here's a ground ball in the hole. Backhanded by Gunnar. Off-balance throw will be in time for the 2nd out. Simpson's retired. That's why they have on-base percentage. Classic reader, it's a separate stat. Average is just accounting for balls that are put in play. You know, they don't count a hit by pitch to your batting average either. They don't count, what else? Catcher's interference. There's a few other things. But that's why we have on-base percentage, so that guys that know how to get on base without necessarily a high average can still get their props, right? Yeah, batting average is just hits divided into at-bats. That's it. Very simple equation. Oh, yeah, you can get on. Yeah, but that still goes against your average, George. That still goes against your average. A hit by a pitch doesn't change it one way or another. An error is still an 0 for 1. If you hit a ball to shortstop and they throw it away, that's still an 0 for 1. So not necessarily there, George. There is a right-hander up, and it looks like it's Tyler Wells in the Rays bullpen. Here is Caminero. 2 down, nobody on. Bassitt trying to get through 5 innings. The 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground, right to Gunnar. Come on, good throw. There it is. 5 innings complete. Right on 80 pitches for Chris Bassitt. Folks, 5 innings are in the books. We go to the 6th. It might be a bullpen game from here on out. Well, it already has been for Tampa. In fact, they're about to go to possibly their 4th pitcher of the night if Wells is coming on now. Sixth inning is coming up. We have a 2-2 tie, everybody. I'm going to get up and move around, get the blood flowing, okay? I'll be back. Don't goo anywhere. Whoops, wrong button.
He met a strange friend in the Chesapeake Bay when Monday the Monster...
She was walking home.
Joan, thank God you're okay. Joan, thank God you're okay.
I found a sound clip.
Joan, thank God you're okay.
Perfect. Perfect. Tyler Wells is on for the Rays, and that sentence was very difficult for me to say. Here is ball one inside to Jackson Holiday. We're in the top of the sixth, tied at 2. Holiday 0 for 2 tonight. Pitch. There's a strike. 1-1 the count. Folks. One and one the pitch. Fouled back.
Joan, have you ever liked someone so much you're afraid?
Joan?
Yeah, Joan Tedeschi, my date.
Joan, I lost $30,000.
1-2 to Holiday is popped up. Gonna get out of play. We will do it again.
And Joan was going to drag me through the mud all over again.
Joan, you gotta watch the cash box.
Joan, I am not coming.
We got a count of 2-2 on Holiday.
Joan, I'm telling you.
2-2 pitch. Hit on the... a base hit. It's through. Past the second baseman into right center field. A line drive single by Holiday leading off the top of the sixth, folks. Turn on that faucet. Let's go. Where is it?
Joan, have you ever liked someone so much you're afraid?
Here is Kobe Mayo. Get it all on there, Kobe.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out. Joan, you gotta watch the cash box.
The 1-0 to Mayo from Wells is fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Come on, folks. Hey, Joan, your last name wouldn't be Crawford, would it? That is going to be strike two.
Joan?
No wire hanger!
That sound familiar?
No wire hangers!
The 1-2 to Mayo in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bassitt and Narvaez are having a chat in the dugout. Is Bassitt going to come back out for the 6th? Here's a hard hit ball right to Caminero, though, and that's going to start a 5-4-3 double play. My goodness.
Big buck, stop it all.
Base is empty, 2 down. All right. Okay, we got Tyler O'Neill. Base is empty, 2 down. First pitch, that's called a strike on the outside edge. 0-1 on Tyler O'Neill. He's walked both times up tonight. Off the plate, makes it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
One ball, 1 strike. The pitch fouled back. And now 2 strikes, 2 outs with the bases empty. This top of the 6th inning is nearing a conclusion without any offense. Come on. The 1-2 pitch. Very high. 2-2. We'll probably see Baker tonight. Probably. Here's the 2-2 to O'Neill. That ball's lifted left center. Come on, Carey. Carey! It is caught up against the wall by Mullins. Said Mullins robs us. Tyler Wells induces a double play ball to kill the rally, and then Mullins robs extra bases. Former Orioles ruining our hopes of taking a lead here in this inning. Make it hurt more. Make it hurt more, Mike Elias. Make it hurt more. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still tied at 2. My goodness. That hurts.
When I told you no wire hangers ever!
I'm sorry, Joan, was there something on your mind?
No wire hangers!
Joan, you basically came in here. First comment was your channel stinks and you shouldn't talk the way you talk and you bother me. I made a crack. I think we can call it even after that. I think that's called calling it even. By the way, it is Friday night. If it was Tuesday night, it would have been a different comeback. All right. Liam Hicks at the plate, leading off for the Rays. Chris Bassitt is out here for a 6th inning, at least to start it. And he has fallen behind Hicks 2-0. Are we going to regret staying with Bassitt here? Already behind 2-0. Now 3-0. Was this the right move? Was this the right move? Look at that Brian Roberts baseball card. Is that Bryce Harper photobombing him? 3-0 pitch. Ball 4. A 4-pitch walk. I thought Chris Bassitt's day was over. I thought it made sense to call it after 5. First start back from injury. But here we are in a tie ball game, and he's given up a 4-pitch walk to the leadoff batter. Not good. Now it's Victor Mesa Jr., and that misses. 5 straight out of the zone to begin the inning for Chris Bassitt. Out-of-town scoreboard is stuck. All right. Give me a minute on that. Here's a fly ball, foul to the right. One and one on Mesa Jr., who's 1 for 2 tonight. Hello, Shante. 86 pitches from Bassitt at the moment, and I believe, again, that was the number he threw in his final rehab start. The 1-1 to Mesa Jr. is fouled behind the plate for strike 2. I mean, Joan, if you want to start over, we can start over. You be cool to me, I'll be cool to you, and we'll pretend like that first interaction never happened. Here's a pop-up to left. Tavares is waiting on it, and now he's got it. That is the first out of the 6th inning. Runner still at first base for the Rays. I'm always looking to wipe the slate clean. I'm a clean slate kind of guy. Here comes Alvarez, folks, with the left-handed bat of Sed Mullins coming up. The Orioles are going to make a pitching change. Bassitt, 88 pitches tonight, goes 5 1/3. 2 earned runs. And a runner at first base right now, his responsibility. Folks, at the moment, the main box score is dead even. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for both sides. Pitching change for the Orioles. Our first reliever of the night. Tampa is on their 3rd reliever of the night. Well, they've used 4 pitchers total. Their starter was not really a starter. It'll be Josh Walker, a lefty coming in. And, folks, it would appear at this stage that Walker has leapfrogged Grant Wolfram in terms of which of our 2 lefties is getting used in the higher leverage situations. Wolfram's last outing was another poor one. He gave up a couple of runs, 1 or 2, I believe, and the ERA for him now over 5 on the year. Walker, meanwhile, his ERA at the moment at 3.21. Coming in here in a tie ball game that, again, I think about a month ago, you would have seen Wolfram in this spot. I know, Phantom, and it is frustrating. Again, people are like, well, you know, we got a great package back for Rutschman. I understand why we sold. I'm like, yeah, I get that too, but couldn't we have sold, also bought? This team needs a lefty in the bullpen. If we don't have it now, we're going to need it going into next spring. I mean, where is he? Are we waiting for Keegan Aiken to get healthy? Is that the solution? I don't think so. I think we need an established guy. It'd be nice to have one. I'm wondering if Cade Povich is eventually going to become a bullpen arm. We've got a lot of pitching prospects that are going to be knocking on the door to be starting in the bigs over the next couple of years. And I mean a lot. Folks, first pitch here is going to be challenged by the Rays. It is a strike. The Rays lose the challenge. They have one left. Who's up to hit here? This is Johnny DeLuca now hitting for Mullins. A diving stop by Encarnacion. He goes to second, and that's the only play they'll get. Not sure why there was no relay to first, but what another great defensive play by Encarnacion Strand. A hard hit ball. Not only did he keep it from getting through, he threw a strike to second to start a double play with a diving stop of the ball. But I guess DeLuca just way too fast to try to double up. Holiday didn't make a throw. There are two down with a runner at first on a fielder's choice. And now a throw over. I guess DeLuca is a fast dude. Because, yeah, no chance at a double play, and now they're already checking on him before throwing the first pitch to Palacios. Here comes that first pitch. Outside, ball one. We got a 2-2 ball game, folks. We are tied in the bottom of the sixth. Both teams scoring individual runs in the second and third innings. Andrew Kittredge is up in the Oriole bullpen. 1-0 to Palacios. Check swing, foul. 1-1. Okay, fair enough, Phantom. If Holiday felt like he didn't have a good grip, then it was the right move to not try and force a bad throw. That pitch is high, 2-1 to Palacios. They have Door Dashers in Thailand. Out here, it's called Grab. Grab is the main food ordering delivery app out here. 2-1 pitch is high, 3-1. Walker needs to, I'm sorry, make it 2-2. The scoreboard just switched. It's a nicer count for us now. We only need one more strike to get out of the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rays with a runner at first. Walker is in the set position now. And here's a throw over to first. DeLuca back standing. I believe that's the second check on him. So he might be running now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Swung on and missed. On a slider. See you later.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, When you gotta go, you gotta go. How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
I apologize for Baltimore.
Whoops, I didn't mean that button.
I apologize for Baltimore.
I apologize for hitting that button. Folks, we are moving on now to the 7th. Late innings are coming up in a 2-2 tie. Yes, Grab is the, again, that is the main delivery app out this way. There was another one called Food Panda, but they were second fiddle, and they went belly up about a year ago. Do I ever see any classic American cars? Not too many, but I do see a lot of strange vehicles out here, folks. A lot of strange vehicles. I wouldn't know what company or what model or make or year or anything. I'm not really an expert in that sort of a thing. But you'll see like supercars out here, which is crazy. Just out of nowhere, there'll be like a McLaren or something on the road, on streets with potholes and narrow, like, one-way traffic or whatever, and you'll just suddenly see like this factory showroom supercar on the road. Like, what the hell are you doing here? Somebody had some money to spend. Classic muscle car club. If there is one, I wouldn't know. Folks, I have not driven a car myself since 2015. I have not driven a car in 12 years. And it's one of the reasons why I feel so much less stress in my day-to-day life. Garrett Clevenger is on in relief for the Rays here to begin the 7th with Gunnar Henderson, the batter. Clevenger, 42 appearances before this one with a 3.28 ERA. 2-2 ball game. Gunnar with a count of 0-1, the pitch. That ball's hit hard to right. Come on, get up, get up, get up! It's off the wall. Gunnar will have 2 for sure, and he will stop there. A stand-up leadoff double for Gunnar Henderson, batting 5th in your Oriole lineup tonight. Folks, splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
All right, let's get the lead. One more time. I agree. I don't enjoy driving at all. When I was young, when I was feeling independent, driving felt like such an exhilarating, exciting thing. Those early road trips to go see bands play 3 towns over or whatever, 2 states over. I used to love driving. But then there came a day where it just felt like every time I got into the car, it was just, how much stress is this going to put on me by the time I get to my destination? I had to figure out a way to find a way to live without needing a car. And folks, in the U.S., you can do that in major cities, but the lack of paying for the car is made up by how everything else is so expensive. All right, folks, we are ready. Christian Encarnacion Strand, first pitch swinging, ground ball, base hit into left field. Gunnar is going to stop at third. There's nobody out. Man, with Gunnar's speed, a base hit into the outfield. I thought he was coming around. Buck Britton put up the stop sign. Normally, Buck's super aggressive. We've got runners at first and third, nobody out. We better get that lead run in, folks. Come on, now's the time. BW, do you also like the Ravens? I like them. I just don't really follow the NFL. And I grew up with Washington being the only football team around, so that's the team I grew up rooting for. So it's kind of a strange situation. I like the Ravens, but I can't sit here and say I'm a fan because I'd be kind of cheating. You feel me? I root for them to succeed. Folks, the Rays infield is in. Ball 1 to Taveras. He shows bunt, pops it up. Oh, my God. It will not be caught. Holy cow, the Orioles. What are we trying to do here? Gunner's at third base. Nobody out. Encarnacion Strands at first. Taveras tried to bunt. Thank God it wasn't caught. The count is a ball and a strike. There is wide open spaces all over the place with the infield set up the way it is right now. Got to make contact here. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. A ground ball. It's right to the third baseman, and Gunner's caught off the bag, and he's in a rundown. Gunner has screwed up again, and now will be tagged out as Strand moves up to third base. It is Strand who is taken off the bases after a tag applied with Gunner also there. Unbelievable. Gunner again. We don't send him on the base hit. We do send him with the drawn-in infield. And third baseman had him dead to rights. Well, I have to take it back. Gunner was playing off the bag, and the ball was hit in such a spot where he basically had no choice. Oh, my God. Folks, second and third with 1 out. Taveras got all the way to second base. So as bad as that looked, Jeremiah Jackson's up to pinch hit. We still have a chance to take a lead here without even the benefit of a hit.
Jeremiah was the bullfrog.
Folks, I'm going to have to be a little kinder to Gunner on that particular play. I mean, unless he was at third with his foot on the base, he was maybe 2 steps off, but Caminero was only 2 steps off the bag himself. Got a ball hit right to him. Gunner, had he tried to go back to the bag, might have been caught, and then none of these runners move up. It's just a tough spot. Let's hope we can work around it right now. The infield is still in, second and third for Jeremiah Jackson. Pinch hitting here for Colton Cowser. The pitch, swing and a miss on a slider below the zone. It is 0-1.
Jeremiah was the bullfrog.
Oh, boy. Golden opportunity. Must execute. The pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Come on, Charm City. Yes, this team gets in its own way sometimes, but come on. Let's take a lead right now. The 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. 2-1. Folks, let's try to get those likes to 200. Hit that like button. 2-1 pitch to Taveras. Outside, ball 3. Folks, come on. There is a mound meeting for the Rays right now. In fact, they're going to make a pitching change in the middle of the at-bat. What's happening? With a 3-1 count, Kevin Kelly the right-hander, is going to take over on the mound for the lefty, Garrett Clevenger. Folks, how often do you see this? The Rays, you can't argue with their strategies. There's a reason why this low payroll, low attended, shitty venue baseball team is constantly putting up somewhere around 90 wins a season, because they do unorthodox things. They think outside the box. And this is one of those situations, folks. In the middle of the count, a pitching change. A right-hander coming in for the lefty. Didn't look like an injury to me, Phantom. I mean, there was no trainer. It was a quick exit. I'm not saying that's not possible. But I also know this isn't the first time I've ever seen a pitching change in the middle of an at-bat. It has happened before. All right. Oh, yeah, you can definitely make a pitching change in the middle of an at-bat, as long as they've faced their, 3 batters minimum, right? Hey, folks, we got a break. The hat is here. If we can get these likes up to 200, I'm telling you right now, Jeremiah Jackson's going to be put on now. So the Rays are going to load the bases. Jeremiah is on for free, and now Beavers is pinch hitting. A lot going on right now. Ball 1 to Dylan Beavers. Bases loaded for the Orioles. Folks. Beavers pinch hitting for the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. The 1-0. Ground ball. Base hit in the right field. The go-ahead run scores. Here comes another. 2 runs are in. An out made at second base. Tavares looks like he got, who's that over there? Jeremiah cut off the bag at second. But a 2-run base hit off the bat of Dylan Beavers. The Orioles lead it 4-2. Folks, the Beaver and the hat.
Ho, 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 it's magic, you know. Oh, it's magic.
Throw over to first base. Beavers is back. Alonso's at the plate. Folks, another out made on the bases, but we get 2 runs out of this base hit to make it 4-2. Next pitch to Alonso, ground ball up the third base line. It'll be foul. It was fair until it took one more bounce just before reaching third base. 0-1 on Alonso. Folks.
You believe in magic.
Kelly with the pitch. Ground ball to short. Should be routine. Underhand flip to second to get the force play on Beavers. That will end the inning. But Dylan Beavers pinch hitting for the catcher. It's a big, and the Orioles have done a lot of this season. Pinch hit RBIs. I do believe we lead the league in that category, and I think we're now at least 30 pinch hit RBIs. I think the number was at 28. We just drove in a pair here on a 2-out RBI hit by Dylan Beavers. The Orioles lead at 4-2, folks, and we have hit the 7th inning stretch. Folks, it's time to throw some cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Folks, doesn't get much more cornball-y than this.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Where's Joan?
Thank God I'm a country boy.
I miss Joan.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Folks, we have the lead late. Yes, we do.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
15 likes to get us to 200. That's the goal. And the odometer right now at 5,680. We'll definitely get to 5,700. Surely with 3 more games left in this series. That's not even 10 a day. Come on. How quickly can we get to 5,700? If not tonight, perhaps tomorrow. Please think about subscribing, folks. It's free. There's a button right there at the bottom of your screen. You're right. That is now 30 pinch hit RBI, and that puts the O's 9 ahead of the next highest team in the league. Folks, I nailed that stat off the top of the dome.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
That's why you pay the big bucks to follow the Orioles with me there, Joan. For great inside information like that, Andrew Kittredge is on in the bottom of the 7th. It is Taylor Walls, first pitch swinging, fly ball to left. Walls does not have opposite field power. He doesn't have pull power. That will only get to the track. It is caught by Beavers, a 1-pitch out for Andrew Kittredge. Back to the top of the order for the Rays. She asked for an apology, and then we can be friends? Is she going to apologize as well? Joan, if you're out there, if we can do a simultaneous apology, I'm down for it. But you think I'm supposed to do it first? Did I instigate this? Here's a ball up the middle by Diaz. It's a 1-out single. Hi, Frank. Yandy Diaz got a first pitch low and away, a slider. Not a bad pitch at all by Kittredge, but he reached out and poked it right back up the middle. Professional hitter, Yandy Diaz. The batter now is Jonathan Aranda. Oh, that's why I do it manually, Phantom. Michael. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Aranda. That ball is hit out to right. That ball is going to be a fly ball out to Tyler O'Neill. Folks, I got to tell you right now, off the bat, and looking at Aranda's body language, I could not tell if he was pimping a home run or slouching after hitting a lazy fly ball. Luckily, it was the latter. All right, so we now have confirmation that Joel Pozo is good to go. He is back catching now, replacing Narvaez, but hitting 8th in the lineup where Cowser's spot once was, while Dylan Beavers stays in the 9th spot and is in left field. Leody Taveras shifts from left field to center with Cowser out of the game. It's 0-1 on Chandler Simpson, 2 down, runner at first, and a pop-up here will make it strike 2 on a foul ball left side. 2 strikes, 2 outs on these Rays. Grant Wolfram is up in the Oriole pen. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt. See you later, Chandler Simpson. This inning is over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
The Rays have left 7 men on base. The Orioles just 3. That's good. We got 2 innings to go, folks. 2 innings to go. Orioles 4, Rays 2. We are 10 likes away from 200. Just the 10.
Ante up and kick in like men. Like men!
Come on, ante up. Ante up, you non-liking folk. Kick in like men. All right, let's take another look at this out-of-town scoreboard. As a emergency vehicle of some sort drives by my apartment window. Okay, we have... Let's make sure this is up to date. Oh, attention needed over here again. Hey, tomorrow's game, again, the start time is at the bottom of your screen. I do believe coverage starts at 5:50 p.m. Eastern for a 6:10 p.m. first pitch. Kind of a weird start time on a Saturday night. 6:10 p.m. Be here. Be here or be square. You don't want to be square. All right, I am attempting to get the game back up. And right now, there we go. I tell you what. If you only knew. If you only knew. All right. 8th inning. Roycroft is the new pitcher for the Rays. They are now using their 7th pitcher of the night here in the 8th inning. Jackson Holliday leads off. He gets ball 1. I mean, Chris Roycroft has an ERA over 9 and a whip over 2. Holliday fouls it back. 1-1 the count. That's right. In 20 2/3 innings, he has given up 31 hits and 11 walks and 7 home runs. This guy. 1-1 to Holliday is outside. 2 balls and a strike. I mean, this has to be like their lowest leverage. Use him only when absolutely necessary kind of a pitcher. Roycroft. The 2-1 to Holliday. Inside 3-1. I got a feeling we might put up a crooked number on the board in this inning. We are 4 likes from 200. Just 4. Holliday with a hitter's count leading off in the top of the 8th. The Orioles ahead 4-2. Trying to stop this Tampa win streak. Swing and a miss. Holliday got a cutter. We ended the Red Sox win streak, which was at, 14 or 15 games? Tampa comes in tonight with 9 wins in a row, and we have a chance to stop that. Ball hit up the middle by Holliday, handled by Walls behind second base. He'll throw to first in time. Jackson Holliday is 1 for 4. Phantom would be happy with a straight number. Doesn't have to be crooked. Just doesn't want to be round. Folks, we just got the 200 likes. You guys rock.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
The Guardians are currently losing. The Tigers have already lost. Kobe Mayo at the plate takes low for ball 1. That was a 98-mile-an-hour sinker by Roycroft.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
There's also a change in the field for the Rays. Randy Velade is in right field now for Victor Mesa Jr. DeLuca, by the way, in center field. Mullins out of the game when he pinch hit for Mullins. There is a strike to even up the count to Mayo at 1-1. Roy Croft ready, and that one's hit hard by Mayo to left. That ball is going to be caught. Right to Chandler Simpson. That ball hit so hard, Simpson looked like he had a bit of a struggle just to catch it, like he was just trying to pick up the ball. 103.5 off the bat of Mayo for out number 2. Here's Tyler O'Neill. The Blue Jays are winning. Who are they playing? I forget. This is Tyler O'Neill's first pitch. It's low for ball 1. O'Neill is 0 for 1, but he's walked twice. Oh, that's right, the Yankees. That's a tough one. I guess, I don't know. Pitch right down the middle, strike 1. I know the Blue Jays are right behind us, but I got to keep rooting for the Blue Jays if they're playing the Yankees. We got to do our part and win and keep them behind us. 1-1 on O'Neill, the pitch. Low. The Orioles have their choice of relievers here to finish this out. Here's a line drive, base hit by O'Neill into center field. On a 2-1 count, O'Neill reaches base for the 3rd time tonight. The first base hit of the night to go with his 2 walks. And a hit off a righty at that. All right, Gunnar Henderson with a chance to do something with 2 outs.
His name's Gunnar and he's dating my mom.
Gunnar and hitting 5th tonight. First time the Orioles put him in the number 5 spot. You know what he's done? He's gone 3 for 3. He is batting 1,000 the first time you move him down. And what spot did I say that he should go to, folks? I said the 5 spot. Put him in the 5 spot. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a run scored in that spot so far. It's strike 1 to Gunnar. And that pitch is borderline, called strike 2. The Orioles still have both of their balls and strike challenges, and we're in the 8th inning with 2 down. I think at this point, if it's close, just go ahead and challenge. This ump has had a lot of bad calls tonight. The 0-2 pitch. Gunnar. This one's hit to right. This one's going back. This ball's gonna go! Bye! Bye! Birdie! Gunnar, number 5 is your spot. His 4th hit of the night. His 20th home run of the season. I've got spit flying out right now. I'm on fire. The Orioles now lead it 6-2. You finally move them down and look at the results.
Oh, ho, ho, it's magic, you know. Oh, it's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
What was the first 120 games about? Why did it take till now? Six to 2 Orioles. Bases empty, 2 down. Encarnacion Strand with a 1-1 count. Make it 2-1. That pitch, that ball's going to roll to the backstop. 2-1 on. Hey, Katron, how the hell are you doing? Joan is sorry. Joan, I'm sorry too. Welcome to the BirdWatcher Channel. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Gunner's back to 221 with his 4-hit night. There are smiles in the Oriole dugout right now. Folks, I told you going into this series that we're not expected to figure it out now, not facing this team, not with the run they're on. And what did I say? I said expect the unexpected. We're going to have to flip the script and do what we're not supposed to do. And right now, we are an inning and a half away from a Game 1 win over the hottest team in baseball. Here's a swing and a miss. Encarnacion Strand strikes out. The inning is over, but Gunnar Henderson, a 2-run homer, his 4th hit of the night, his 20th homer of the season. Yes, he's made outs on the bases again tonight. Yes, he's still a bit of a head case. But damn it, you can't tell me moving him to bat 5th in the order had nothing to do with this breakout game we're watching here tonight. Now, give me this camera. Give me this camera. Craig Albanese, listen up. You now know you can bat Gunner 5th. There's no way Gunner is unhappy with how this is going tonight. So if you put him in the lineup again tomorrow, batting 5th, this whole thing about worrying about his pride or his ego or his confidence or whatever the hell reason you had for waiting this long to do it, now you know you can do it. And now Gunner's got no reason to feel upset about it if he ever was. Now there's one thing left to do. Put Alonso back hitting somewhere normal, not hitting leadoff, okay? He can have Holiday batting leadoff. You can try Beavers up there. I get it, against a lefty starter. You don't really want a lefty guy leading off. But come on, Alonso? Really? Let's try to construct this lineup in a way that makes sense. And folks, another reason I like Gunner batting 5th, if you do structure this lineup where a guy like Alonso is hitting 4th, especially while Basayo is out, now you got Gunner kind of giving Alonso a little bit of protection. And now suddenly Gunner looks a little tougher to get out. It's just, there's a domino effect going on here, folks. You make one smart move, and it can have an effect. Yeah, we'll see. All right, that's my pep talk. Bottom of the 8th inning. It is Rico Garcia on the mound, folks. First pitch is called a strike, and that was borderline. It might have been a little bit low. 56th appearance of the season for Rico. 0-1 to Caminero outside, a ball and a strike. 4-run lead to work with here. As long as we don't see Caminero come up again in this game, we should be okay. The 1-1, there's a strike. Knee high. 1-2. What righty do we have that could be a leadoff? Do you try? I think we did try Franklin. Honestly, we don't really have the guy right now. Blaze would be my guy when he comes back. Westberg would be a guy to think about going in the next season. We just don't really have that guy right now. We don't. We gave Mayo one chance to lead off. That I don't think is going to work. Encarnacion Strand doesn't really fit the bill. I mean, Jeremiah, just give him a shot. But where's he playing? Because we don't want Holiday sitting against lefties anymore, correct? Jeremiah's a weird case. He's a guy that's either left out of the lineup with nowhere to play, or let's have him bat leadoff against lefties. Here's a pop-up, shallow right field. O'Neill's got it. Caminero pops out. First out of the 8th inning. 5 more outs to go. Maybe O'Neill with how he's been hitting. I think you don't mess with that, though, Phantom. Again, when you bat leadoff, if you're performing well in a non-leadoff role, you can't. I don't think you can just translate it to batting leadoff. It's a different kind of mentality and approach. I would let O'Neill just kind of cook where he is. And if he got Gunnar, though, hitting between Alonso and O'Neill, that's a nice right, left, right, 1, 2, 3 punch. But I think you got to move Alonso up to third to make it work. Against righties, you stack Holiday and Beavers 1, 2 in the order at the top, whichever order you want. And then go Alonso, Gunnar, and then O'Neill. I think he got something. Here's a pop-up by the third base bag. Encarnacion Strand's going to catch it. Technically a foul ball, I think. It's Liam Hicks, the Rays catcher, popping out for out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 more outs to go. Yeah, I think you just maybe let Holiday bat leadoff against lefties. See how that works. I don't know about Beavers. Beavers versus righties with Holiday second. Then Alonso, then Gunnar, then O'Neill. Against lefties, I would probably just allow Holiday to bat first. Here's a foul ball by Randy Velotti off of Joel Pozo. And Pozo's going to shake it off. By the way, folks, Pozo, welcome back to the lineup. It's been a rough couple of games for Pozo. Catcher, not an easy position. Not going out on a limb with that statement. Here is an 0-2 foul back. Still 0-2 on Velotti. 2 down, bases empty. We're in the bottom of the 8th. The Orioles lead at 6-2. I want to thank you for not using any bad language. I do appreciate it. No shit. Really? Well, I'll be damned. I'm happy that you're happy. All right. 1-2 the count on Velotti. Again, Joan still trying to figure out why this channel should be specifically catered to her likes. It's very strange, Joan. It'd be like getting on a subway and going, yeah, I want to go to this stop first. Not the scheduled stop. What is this? Where are all these other people going? Who cares? I got to be going where I want to go. Brad, let's not even imply words like that. Let's just remove that kind of a thing. That's not good. Brad, come on. It's the Charm City chat. We got to keep it nice and charming. Let me beat up on Joan. That is a euphemism, Joan. That is just a turn of phrase. No one is beating on you. Everything's fine. That is a 2-out walk given up by Rico, which will bring Johnny DeLuca up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 since pinch hitting for Ced Mullins. Rico's first pitch, a curve low and away for ball 1. Oh, Brad, I know you got a thicker skin. You'll be fine. Look at the big picture. We are maybe 10 minutes away from winning this game. There's a called strike, 1-1 on DeLuca. Let's keep our eyes on the prize here. We win this game. We win tomorrow. We keep winning. Here's a check swing. They appeal. No swing, says the first base ump. DeLuca with a count of 2 balls and a strike. Folks, you can keep those likes coming. We're over 200, but keep pouring that gravy on top. Pop up. Out of play. 2-2. One more strike, and we're going to the 9th, folks. One more strike, and we go to the 9th. Garcia's ready. And the pitch. Hitting the right. Backing up O'Neill. He's backpedaling. He's under it. On the edge of the track. He's got it. And we are through 8. The Orioles lead at 6-2. 1 inning to go. Come on. Things have been going really nicely since the arrival of the hat. Am I right or am I right?
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get late.
All right, I'm going to step away for a moment. And I'll leave you with something to listen to. Hopefully the language won't be a problem.
2-2. Hit in the air to right center field and deep. Going back. It is 11-0 Blue Jays. This gotta be one of the most disgusting fucking turn of events I have ever watched. I mean, the New York Yankees as a whole should be a fucking shame to themselves that they are not only losing, they are taking an absolute thrashing, Diddy style, with no Vaseline whatsoever, no baby oil, nothing. They are getting balls dragged over their fucking foreheads like a group of bitches is what is happening right now for the New York Yankees. One of the nastiest, disgusting displays of baseball I have ever watched. This one is hit in the air to left field. There's 2 outs. Who gives a fuck? 2 away. Stick a fork in the Yankees. They're done, baby. Stick a fork in them.
All right. Just checking in with the Yankees. Everybody doing okay over here? Great. We are going to the 9th inning. The Orioles with a last chance to add on to this current 4-run lead. It'll be the bottom of the order, Taveras, Pozo, and Beavers. Well, the tarps are off, which means a bunch of young white men are shirtless. Magic Mike, you are not. Taveras takes ball 1. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Pitch outside, 2-0 to Taveras.
Come on, let's dance.
Oye, están hablando por ahí de que first day of Christmas, second day.
Popped up. The catcher, nope, the first baseman in foul ground. Aranda makes the catch. Would you please? 1 away here in the top of the 9th on a foul pop-up to first by Taveras. Here is Pozo getting his first at-bat of the night. Pozo's hitting .256 in limited action. By the way, Yenier Cano is up for the Orioles in their bullpen. If he comes on, it's not a save situation with a 4-run lead. But we don't care about that. We're kind of a closer by committee at this stage anyway. 0-1 to Pozo. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Beavers, who had that big 2-run single pinch hitting, is on deck. Roycroft is still out there, about to throw his 28th pitch. And that one is low and away, 1 ball and 2 strikes. One last push, folks. If you are watching and you're not yet subscribed to the channel, come on, get in here with us. The water is nice. It's free. There's no commitment. There's no obligation. No salesman will visit your home. Just the occasional cornball comment from your humble host. The only potential drawback. Subscribe today, folks. It's free. Makes it easier for you to find the channel next time. And helps to promote the channel out there for more people. Here's a hard hit ball to third, caught by Caminero. Pozo with a line drive, but it is caught. 2 down here in the top of the 9th. We're up to 225 on the likes, folks. Can we get to 250? It's possible. A late push. I'm not going to get greedy. Just saying it's possible. Here's Dylan Beavers. Ground ball. Caminero with off his glove. Walls, excuse me. The shortstop backing up. The ball deflected right to him. But at that point, no play to be had. Look at the necklace Caminero is wearing. That looks like something I bought for my grandma off of QVC. What is that tacky-ass necklace? Are you kidding me? Pete Alonso, 2 down, runner at first. And with 2 down in the 9th, because he's leading off in the order, he's getting 1 extra at-bat. A 5th time up for Pete. 0-1 the count. Outside, 1 ball and 1 strike.
A polar bear stirs.
With the first baseman holding the runner over on the right side, wide open spaces over there for Pete if he can go the other way. And here's a check on that runner. Beavers is back safe. Oh, yeah, Joan, I have a comedy channel. I think you'd hate it. Check it out sometime. Opposite field, Alonso, that's a base hit. Beavers is motoring first to third. 2-out rally cooking for the Orioles. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Alonso with a multi-hit game. Getting that extra at-bat, now 2 for 5. Orioles up to 12 hits on the night. Is this lineup actually work? I mean, folks, you can't tell me that there hasn't been a major impact on this offense with Gunnar batting 5th. Here's Holiday. First pitch. Inside for ball 1. 20 likes from 250. Hoppy has joined Cano in the bullpen. I think if this game gets a larger lead, it'll be Hoppy coming out. Here's a chopper over the mound to the second base bag, and Walls will field it and step on that bag to get the force for out number 3. The Orioles threaten here, but they don't score. Hopefully, no problem. We've got a 4-run lead going into the bottom of the 9th. It is 6-2 Orioles. Yenier Cano will be coming on to try and close the door.
Close the door. Close the door.
All right. This is the part of the night where I go into YouTube. I open up my own event. the same stream that I'm currently running on my main computer, because I'm going to spy on the Charm City chat. Do they know what to do with just 3 outs to go? I see hearts. I see hearts. Somebody knows the deal. Folks, I'll join in here. In the lower right-hand corner of your chat box, you got little animations there, including hearts. We want to see those hearts flying for these final 3 outs. Let's urge our team on to victory. This would be such a nice win. A tone setter for the rest of the weekend, we hope. As improbable as it may be for the Orioles to take 3 or 4 from this team this weekend, why not? If we can get this first one out of the way, it certainly makes things a lot easier. No, I don't. Joan, are you live right now? Are you answering my... Do we have somebody else that's like 20 minutes behind? Joan, make sure you got that live button lit up red at the bottom of your screen. You might be behind. That seems like a reply to something I might have said quite a while ago. All right, we are ready for the 9th inning, folks. Yenier Cano, don't you know, he's facing Richie Palacios. First pitch, inside for ball 1. This is the 4th reliever of the night for the Orioles. Cano comes in with an ERA just under 2, 1.99 now. There's a strike right down Broadway. 1 ball, 1 strike. Who are the Indians? Well, it depends on the context. Jumpin' Flash. Are we talking about people in Calcutta? Are we talking about a baseball team from Cleveland? Are we talking about Native Americans? What are we talking about? Who are the Indians? Who are these people? 2-1 pitch, line drive, base hit into left field. Okay. Why are the Indians? The proper name for Guardians. Oh, here we go. Again, here's my argument. Anytime people get all up in a huff about name changes, like, I get it. Are they necessary sometimes? Probably not. Is it something to get your panties in a bunch about? No, not either. I'll give you an example. The Los Angeles Lakers. They're from Minneapolis. You know, land of 10,000 lakes. Why didn't they change their name when they got to L.A.? There are no lakes there. It's a stupid name. But nobody says anything. Why? Because it was forever ago, and people have moved on. For whatever reason. When they changed the Bullets to the Wizards, I thought it was the stupidest thing ever. Here's a ground ball past Holiday into right field, a base hit. And I need to lock in here, folks. We'll have to save the team nickname argument for another day. Because right now, Yenier Cano has let the first 2 men he has faced on base. 4-run ball game. Pozo out to talk to Cano. Drew French is talking to Albanez. Top of the order now for the Rays. This is far from over. We got to lock in right now. Diaz is 1 for 4. First pitch is a strike. All right. Hang in there, folks. I love to goof around, but right now I got to lock in. We need outs. How about a double play? The 0-1 fouled away. It's 0-2. All right. What will Cano think about throwing here on 0-2? Splitter, maybe? We got a high target and now a low target. He does go to the splitter, but it started too low. And Diaz never offered at it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gonna need a better splitter than that there, Cano. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Up and in on Diaz. He started to swing, and it's a foul ball, I guess. I thought he got hit. I thought the bases were loaded for a moment. My God. 2 strikes on Diaz. Ball hit off the bottom part of the bat near the hands of Diaz. The ump is now jumping out to stop Cano for a minute. I'm not sure what happened. Okay, here we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. First and second, nobody out. The pitch. Way outside, it goes to the backstop, and both runners move up. Up by 4. You can't get too alarmed by it. It does take away a ground ball double play, though. That's the part that hurts the most with this wild pitch. We got to focus on this batter, though. 2-2 on Diaz. The pitch. Swing and a miss! There's 1 out.
Miss.
1 away.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Good sinker from Cano, and he struck a pose. Yes, he did. Too bad that button doesn't work, though. All right, the batter is Jonathan Aranda. 0 for 4. 1 out, runners at second and third. The pitch, outside, ball 1. Six to 2 Orioles. The 1-0 from Cano. Up and in, 2-0. Folks, the pitching matchup for Game 2 tomorrow. Again, start time 6:10, first pitch Eastern, 5:50 for the coverage here on the channel. It'll have Kyle Bradish against, Trevor Rogers. No, maybe it is Bradish. Line drive. That is a base hit into right field. 2 runs are going to score. Throw is cut off by the pitching mound. It is 6-4. And that'll get the tying run to the plate. 1 out in the 9th. Cano has given up 2 runs. Now what do we do? Here comes Drew French. So, yeah, Bradish was originally scheduled to start this game. Bassitt then activated. I'm guessing we're going to see Bradish tomorrow night. Ian Seymour, the starter, scheduled for the Rays. Mound meeting. Drew French with his arm around Pozo. I don't think I've ever seen French put his arm around anybody. Cam Sanders is up in the Oriole bullpen right now, which tells me that Cano cannot afford any more base runners or else the Orioles are going to take him out. Chandler Simpson coming up, representing the tying run for the Rays at the plate. Runner at first, 1 out. We got over 300 people in the room right now. Folks, you're tuned in late, but we are down to the nitty-gritty here. Please take a moment, hit that like button, and subscribe. It's free. Come on back and watch a whole game with us sometime. All right, here we go. Simpson at the plate. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, he chased a splitter in the dirt. Strike 1. We need more chases like that. A ground ball could result in a game-ending double play, but Simpson is fast, so it's not going to be easy. That pitch is outside by half a foot, 1-1 on Simpson. Hang in there, folks. Encarnacion Strand is playing up on the grass at third. That pitch is high, 2-1 the count. So that just shows you Simpson's speed. Doesn't have a home run on the season. Brian Baker is warming up in the Rays pen. We better not see him. The 2-1 pitch. Oh, just off the edge outside. The Orioles have 2 challenges left. They're going to waste one here. I mean, it's not a waste at this stage of the game, but they're not going to win it. That ball is outside. 1 challenge left for the Orioles. The count is 3-1. This might be it for Cano if he can't get Simpson out right here. The 3-1 pitch, up and in, ball 4. That puts the tying run on base with speed. And now what are the Orioles going to do? What are the Orioles going to do? And now you got the Rays' most talented hitter at the plate as well, Junior Caminero. My goodness. Folks, grab your heart pills if they're within arm's reach. First and second with 1 out, and Cano will continue against Caminero. First pitch is a strike. Knee high. Cano already up to 22 pitches, having only recorded 1 out. Jorge Mateo, by the way, is in the pinch run. My goodness. The pitch. There goes the runners on a pitch in the dirt, and now the tying runs are both in scoring position. You've got 2 lightning fast runners. And now a ball gets away. Simpson and Mateo now in scoring position as the tying runs. What is happening? One ball, 1 strike. The pitch hit on the ground. Strand gets it to first. There's your second out. The Rays score a 5th run on an RBI ground out by Caminero. 2 down in the bottom of the 9th. It's 6-5. The Rays have the would-be tying run at second base. 1 more out to go. And Cano is not going to be left in to try to get that out. The left-handed hitting catcher Hicks is due up. And the Orioles are going to go to Cam Sanders. My goodness. The game on the line. Call to the bullpen. Folks. Hang on to your hats. 1 more out to get in a 1-run ball game. With this commercial break, I ask folks watching right now, folks that might have just showed up for the last 10 minutes, please help out the channel. We are just a few likes away from 250, and we've got well over 300 people here right now. So that's one goal, and we can hit that in the snap of a finger to get the 250. 2 more to get. 1 more request, and that is if you're watching and you're not yet subscribed, I urge you to give it a chance. It is free. There's a button below that says subscribe. You press it, and now you're a bird watcher. the upper left-hand corner of the screen, that is our odometer, which has the current number of subscribers here. It rolls over every 10 new subs. So if we can get it to 5690 with just a few more subscribers here tonight, that would be fantastic. It is free. And if for whatever reason you're not satisfied with the free daily coverage of the Orioles, you can always unsubscribe. And you won't bother you at all. You'll be fine. All right, here we go. Cam Sanders, 1 out to go. Please, let's make this easy. One more out. Sanders making his 14th appearance on the season, some time of it spent with the Pirates and a few appearances with us. He's facing the right-handed bat of Randy Velarde. The first pitch, hit in the air by Velarde to left. This ball looks playable. Who wants it? Who wants it? He's got it! Leody Taveras in center field makes the catch, and the Orioles are in the win column. They have stopped the 9-game win streak of the red-hot Rays in this first of 4 games in Tampa. Final score, Orioles 6, Rays 5. Folks, exhale.
Oh, it's magic, you know. Oh, it's magic.
On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic.
My goodness.
Ante up and kick in like men. Like men!
We did it. We done did it, folks. We hang on for dear life and win this ball game 6-5. Let's look at this. Who gets the W? Who gets the L? I am waiting for this page to update. Josh Walker, the Oriole left-handed reliever, gets the win. Garrett Clevenger is saddled with the loss for the Rays, and Cam Sanders with his second save, getting the final out of the ball game, folks. Hey, we got a super chat here from Chase Crosby 5000. Says a slight heart attack by Cano, but glad we won. So am I, Chase. My goodness, we could not afford for that game to get away from us. Thank you for that super chat.
Message for you, son.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
All right, folks. The Orioles have won it. Let's talk about it. Where we at? I love this dump. I love the trop. I want, folks, scatter my ashes right here. This is where I want to spend eternity. Right here at this aesthetically, magnificently beautiful ballpark right here. Folks, this, when Abner Doubleday sat down and drew up the rules to this game, this is what he had in mind. A venue like this. Oh, I'm just so happy to win this ball game, folks. 6-5 Orioles. The final. Is that win number what? 59. If we win tomorrow, we reach 60 wins. Guess what, though? We're still tied for last. Although, we're ahead in the loss column. We're ahead on percentage points with the Blue Jays. How did we win tonight and we're now in last place? What? What? Let's see. 6 runs, 12 hits, no errors for the Orioles. 5 runs on 9 hits, no errors for Tampa. And Chris Bassitt made the start tonight. He went 5 1/3 innings, giving up 5 hits and 3 walks. Couple of earned runs, struck out 3. Josh Walker got the final 2 outs in the 6th inning, and he was the pitcher of record. Kittredge got through 1 inning on just 8 pitches, despite giving up a hit and a strikeout in there. Rico went an inning, giving up a walk. Took 20 pitches, but scoreless inning of work from him. And then Yenier Cano did everything he could to blow this lead. Came in with an ERA of 1.99, and after giving up 3 runs on 3 hits and a walk, recording only 2 outs, that ERA is ballooned up to 2.61. Cam Sanders gets the save. He did walk a batter. Was that intentional, though? Yeah, it had to be. He only threw 1 pitch. Cam Sanders with a 1-pitch save. How do you like them apples? You take a look at the offense, and again, tonight, folks, it was all about Gunnar Henderson finally getting dropped in the order. And it's not like batting 5th in the order is something to, feel ashamed of. There's a lot of damn good number 5 hitters in baseball. Hell, we've had a few of them in our teams over the years. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But you can't tell me that there wasn't instant results, and it's not just a fluke. That Gunnar dropped to the 5th spot in the order, goes 4 for 4. A triple shy of the cycle, 2 singles, a double, and a home run. Driving in 2 and scoring 2, getting his batting average back over 220, which may not sound impressive, but you got to start somewhere. Pete Alonso batting leadoff. He got a couple of hits, both of them singles. I would not recommend having him hit leadoff. I do think it has something to do with the pitching situation for the Rays tonight. So Alonso, I think you gotta. What is Seymour, by the way? What is Ian Seymour? Is he a lefty or a righty? I hope he's a righty. Well, crap, I can't even click on his name. Why isn't it lit up? By the time I find it, somebody's going to type it into the chat. Let's see. Seymour is a lefty. Damn it. All right, we got another lefty tomorrow. Did we just trot out the same lineup? I think we might. I think we're going to see Alonso bat leadoff again. I don't see how you're going to change the lineup when you just outscored the Rays and ended their 9-game win streak. I just don't see how you're going to change the lineup. So, yeah, expect Alonso to bat leadoff for the 2nd straight game tomorrow with the lefty Seymour. We have Freddie Peralta, a righty, on Sunday, and then Nick Martinez, another righty, on Monday. And again, if things are going to be bumped up for everybody by 1 day, it should be Bradish tomorrow, Rogers on Sunday, and Brandon Young Monday, which would then set up a series back home against the Yankees that would have Shane Baz Game 1, Chris Bassitt Game 2, and Kyle Bradish Game 3. Folks, this 10-game stretch where we play the Rays 7 times and the Yankees 3, a 10-game stretch where, if we're being honest, this team, if it plays like it has all year, probably goes something like 4-6, right? If they went 4-6, nobody would be shocked. Hell, if they went 3-7, I don't think anybody would be shocked. But we can't go 4-6. Hell, 5-5 is not good enough. Not at this stage of the season. Oh, folks, we've got a post game from Brian Roberts. My goodness, Brian, spend a little less time out of the tanning bed. Your neck looks like a saddlebag. Come on, B-Rob. I've seen you look a little less tan than that, you're fine. Brian Roberts, sleeping on the sun. Where are we? Yeah, so these 10 games, beginning with tonight, again, should we be winning 6 or 7 out of these 10? No, not based on how we played. Can we, though? Yes, we can. Because this is baseball, damn it. And the day it becomes predictable is the day I'll probably stop watching. That's why I love this sport. So, in spite of all our problems, in spite of our inconsistency, we play another game tomorrow. And if we win tomorrow, if you're not feeling any amount of hype after this win, then maybe one tomorrow can get you going. I don't expect everybody to put too much stock into anything here unless we rip off a good 4 or 5 wins in a row. But if we can make that happen during this stretch of games, oh, it would be so sweet. Come on. BW continues to dream. Okay, guys, I think we're about ready to wrap things up. Did I really go over this post-game thing? I didn't really do a bang-up job, did I? Let me go back in here for a minute. I was kind of going down the lineup and gave up after a couple of batters. Holiday went 1 for 5. Mayo 0 for 4 in that number 3 spot. O'Neill went 1 for 2, but he scored twice, got a couple of walks. Encarnacion Strand 1 for 3, had an RBI. Taveras 0 for 4, but he scored a run. Cowser had that solo home run. 1 for 2 while he was in the game. Carlos Narvaez 0 for 2. Dylan Beavers 2 for 2 after replacing Narvaez in the 9 spot, including that big pinch hit 2-run single. He had a second trip up, though, and now 2 for 2. Okay. The rule on that stolen base with the ABS challenge is it depends on if the ball four call affected how the players played. So the ump had to rule that the catcher wasn't going to throw anyways. So every time it happens, there's no hard, fast rule. It's a judgment call by the ump. I don't like that. Anytime baseball is stuck with a situation where it comes down to a judgment call by the ump, I don't like it. I don't like that. We try to, eliminate that sort of situation as much as possible. Let's see. By the way, credit to Cedric Mullins for making another fine catch. I really do miss watching Ced Mullins make those catches for us out there in center field. He robbed somebody tonight. I can't remember off of whose bat, but Ced Mullins, man, I miss him. I do. And Tyler Wells. But hey, they didn't get Brian Baker into the game. Pretty much the only reliever that didn't get in there tonight for Tampa. They had Matz, Schultens, Boozer, Wells, Clevenger, Kelly, and Roycroft all on the mound tonight. Yeah. How do you just decide that the catcher that heard you call ball 4 wasn't going to throw? Yeah, they need to, yeah. I knew something was going to have some sort of secondary effect with this ABS challenge system. I just couldn't figure out what it would be. But that is definitely something that needs to get adjusted, I think. Because, I don't want to spend the next however many years watching those sorts of situations come down to a judgment call. I saw a judgment call about Ernie Clement and his base path in that Toronto game. And I'm still pissed off about that judgment call. So, yeah, I don't want to leave it up to the ump to make a decision. Hey, here's another judgment call. Jeffrey Mayer. Anybody remember that? Well, folks, it's been fun. We had Joan Crawford hanging out here tonight.
No wire hangers!
It's great to see Joan. Why won't you give me the respect that I'm entitled to? Because I'm not one of your fans. Mommy Dearest, folks. It was a favorite of mine growing up. I'm like, ooh, a family more dysfunctional than mine. This is fantastic. Wow, I didn't realize a parent-child relationship could be even worse. I didn't. This is eye-opening. Suddenly my situation feels a whole lot better. All right, folks, I think that's going to do it here tonight. Let me see who is on streaming right now, and if I can find somebody, I will redirect you their way. Otherwise, I expect you folks to come on back tomorrow night for Game 2. A game that I'm going to have to probably change the thumbnail for again. With now Bassitt having pitched tonight, I think it's going to be Bradish tomorrow. Stay tuned. We'll know. I'll change it when I get the confirmation. Let's see. Rising Rhino is on. Is that right? Calling the Ottawa Red Blacks versus the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Blue Bombers? What? All right, Rhino. You and your blue ballers, or whatever the hell they are. I'll send you on over. Folks, say hi to Rising Rhino for me. Let him know that you're a big fan of the blue ballers, as he calls the Canadian Football League. And, yeah, the Orioles win it tonight. Hope everybody's feeling good about it. Come on back for Game 2 tomorrow. It was not an easy win. It got really, really nervous down the stretch. But if we're going to beat a solid team like this, expect to win just like this. Okay? All right. I want to thank the mods here in the Charm City chat for giving their time and energy toward keeping the chat nice and charming. Game in and game out. You guys are fantastic. Thanks to everybody else for helping out in various ways with the channel. We had some super chats. We've got some new we got some new subscribers. And the likes, they did get over 250. Would you look at that? Very, very good.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
All right. And Joan is going to be leaving now. Okay, Joan. Folks, come on back for more Joan for another game later. That's going to do it for me, though. Sending it out to Rising Rhino. Final score tonight, Orioles 6, Rays 5. Going to try to win it again tomorrow. Until then, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I will chirp at you later. Have a good night, everybody.